Hey y'all, can y'all hear me? Oh Lord. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Thumbs up if you can hear me. Damn, it sounds like I'm very loud. Let me know if y'all can hear me, please. Okay, I see the thumbs up. I'm not even supposed to be live, you guys, but I feel compelled to come on here and talk for a few minutes. This is not gonna be no long live, so don't get comfortable, okay? But listen, you guys, I don't know if y'all know what's going on, but this is going too freaking far, like too far, like way too far, okay? I'm all for the laughing, the back and forth, you know what I'm saying? The the name calling, I wasn't for it at first, but then I'm like, okay, if they want to do it, we could do it. But the threatening your livelihood, that's why I draw the line. I can't be a part of that right there. That goes way above what I am willing to do, okay? I don't agree with it whatsoever. And that's on whoever you support, right? I'm not with the threatening. I'm not with the threatening nobody's families, unaliving people and stuff like that, right? Because I'm not going to risk my livelihood for that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to risk my livelihood for threats. Now, let me take these off right quick. Hold on. All right, I just took these headphones off. Listen, can y'all still hear me? I'm sorry. Let me know if you can still hear me because I just took the headphones off, so I can't really hear myself. Well, I can hear myself, but only to a certain degree. Can y'all still hear me? Okay, I see. All right, so listen. We done said some things. They done said some things. We done went back and forth with each other. They done went back and forth with us. She said, are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. I'm definitely okay. I just don't like I get the phone. Y'all text me and stuff and be like, get Felicia, get Felicia, get Felicia. And I get, and when I try and, here's the thing. I just don't want to see nobody go to jail behind no internet beef. And I definitely don't want to see nobody unalived. You understand what I'm saying? It's just crazy. She said, but the only person that took it far was the lady sending someone to her home, even if she was lying. At this point, YouTube need to permanently delete her. But see, guess what? How was YouTube or anybody gonna know unless there's paper trail? When the police came over to the house that day, you guys, we didn't tell y'all the whole conversation, but the police was saying they don't really get into internet beef at all unless there's threats. It doesn't matter if you call this person any type of name you want to call them. They're not going to get involved unless there are threats to unalive or to harm somebody, okay? They're not even entertaining it. They're not even going to take your report or anything unless you threaten unharm. Even with the picture thing, they was like, well, you could press charges, but it may be a year or two before they even hear your case. Do you understand what I'm saying? But they don't take threats lightly. That's when they do something. So if you really, really care about your family and you want to protect your family, protect them the right way, right? If somebody threatens your family online, they can be locked up. Now, I don't know how the threats start. I went and talked to Mrs. Fee. She said Felicia threatened her first. I don't know who, because to be honest with you, I was not listening. All I know is somebody told me today that somebody was supposed to be coming up to Felicia's house. I told Felicia to call 911. If somebody's going to come to your house to self-harm you, to harm you, call 911. That's what you pay taxes for. You understand what I'm saying? If I call the police right now, they're going to be here in 3 minutes because that's how close I live, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Utilize your resources. That's what they're for. Hey, you guys that's speaking in the chat, I see y'all. But utilize your resources. If someone is threatening your home or threatening to do something to you, utilize what you pay for. You pay taxes for your protection. That's what you pay. That's part of what you pay your taxes for. You understand what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, I don't know who started it first. I'm not gonna be like, oh, he started, or she started. All I know is Those exact words that I heard today coming from different lives, that is why Toya and Tamika is in trouble right now, y'all. They in trouble right now for those very words. Chef Carmen is in trouble right now for those very words, for saying Chef Carmen is actually in trouble and have to pay a lawyer, which is thousands and thousands of dollars, for saying, I'm going to split your wig or knock your wig back or whatever. The judge took that as threatening to unalive. Do you understand what I'm saying? No, I'm not saying you the bad guy, Felicia. What I'm saying is I don't think you hear the words that comes out of your mouth when you're angry. You can't win. If they threaten you first, you can't win threatening them back. Both of y'all going to be sitting in jail. Then you going to say what? Then what you going to do? Both of y'all going to be sitting in jail. Then what you going to do? Right? I understand protecting your home, right? But you got to have some type of self-control when it comes to even protecting your family. I love my family. I'm not going to be taken off the street over somebody else's BS to somebody I don't even know. You understand what I'm saying? Paper trail is everything. You was on the phone with me when I talked to that cop. He said if a verbal threat, if someone threats to harm you, if someone threats to take your life, that's when we'll get involved. And you could do it from your own city. And you heard him say that. You know? But to go back, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. That's where it turns. You know? But I'm gonna say this. I'm not with the threat stuff or whatever, you guys. So I'd already posted on my board before anyway. And I'm not going back and forth with I call them Brianna abusers, because the ones that wanted to meet up with Brianna, kick Brianna butt because of something that she brought out to the internet, I call them Brianna abusers, right? The ones that stalk Brianna, blog on Brianna every single day, stalk her every move, this, that, and the other. I call them Brianna abusers. They're no longer content creators to me. They are Brianna abusers. I'm not going back and forth with the Brianna abusers. First of all, I'm not going to jeopardize my channel. But first, before anything else, I'm not about to jeopardize my livelihood. I am blessed beyond measures. Felicia, I know you blessed beyond measures. I'm not about to jeopardize my livelihood. My kids, I still have kids. You know, they ain't little kids, but they kids. I got family. Despite what anybody else say, I have family. Yes, protect your home, but that's what 911 is for too. You pay taxes for that. If someone threatened you, someone threatened to come over to your home, any of that, right? You have to call 911 for your protection of your home, protection of your kids, protection of your grandkids, protection of you. That ain't saying that you scared. That's your First Amendment right is to protect you. Actually, First Amendment is the freedom to speak. So your Second Amendment is to protect you. I'm not saying don't protect yourself, but sitting there inviting someone to come over or whatever because you're upset, that's a different thing. To me, you're inviting them over. I wouldn't do that. All I'm saying is that's inciting. You're inciting them, you know? You're inciting them. When you sit there with your daughter and say, come on, you know? I'm not saying you don't have a right to be upset, Felicia. I understand the frustration, but I don't let that name calling stuff get to me. It was fun. We all agreed that it was fun, back and forth, fun, whatever. But to threaten to unalive somebody, threaten to pop somebody, threaten to pull up at somebody's house, threaten to go to somebody's house, that's what I say it's going too far. It's going too far, you know? So I just think that, you know, we don't know these people on the internet, so you can't be bothered by what people say, right? These people on the internet, like, you know, you're not going to meet them. I don't know. I look at it a little different, Felicia. You know, I mean, I just think that we got too much going for us. I understand that, Felicia, but you haven't even took step one. If she says she sent somebody to your house, your step one is getting paper trail. Officer, this young lady says she sent someone to my home, this, that, and the other. I just want to let you guys know what's going on, just in case I have to protect my family. Now, I'm not initiating it. I'm not inviting them to my home, but I will stand my ground. The police will tell you, do what you got to do. I mean, not like that. I'm just saying at least they will know. You're inciting it when you open your door and you be like, come on. I'm not saying you're inciting it as far as you're starting it, but I'm not about to sit out, with my door open and invite them in. No, because if they come to my home, if they come up to my door, right? It's somebody, I did a story about the next door neighbor. She came to the lady's door. She knocked and started trying to, shaking the handle, and the lady popped her from the inside of her home. And now that lady is in prison for, I think they gave her life, actually, either 20 years or life. I just know that you have kids that love you because I've spoken to your daughter before, right? I know your grandbaby loved the dog shit out of you. You have a nice life. All I'm saying is, I think you just probably just need to think about that. And I know you say you street, whatever the case may be, you know what I mean? All I'm saying is you let internet beef, you let internet talk gonna trick you off out of your freedom. Internet talk is not about to trick me out my freedom. That is exactly what Toya and Tamika is in back and forth, because one threatened to murk one and another one threatened to, whatever. I ain't even gonna repeat it, but that's all I'm saying. I'm just gonna delete this person because I don't know who this is. Let me just delete this because what we ain't gonna do is, I can't even delete it fast enough. Hold on. Dang, it's going so fast. Yeah, that was unnecessary, so they gone. And another thing, I'm gonna tell y'all, I love y'all. I love all that support me. I love y'all. But a lot of this, to be honest with you, and I ain't pointing no fingers, but all I'm saying, a lot of this has gone south because of the bone carrying, the back and forth. Oh, this person said this person said this person said this. People gonna say something all day long. We gotta let these people talk. You understand what I'm saying? We carry bones back and forth. I get at least 25, 30 messages a day with this person said this about you. This person said this about you. I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care. That's why some of y'all, I don't even respond because I don't even really want to hear it. It's bone carrying. And if you support a person, you won't even be coming back saying, oh, this person called you this, or this person called you that. If you really care about that person, you really wouldn't be doing that. You really wouldn't be doing that for real. I get it with the, okay, Robert said this, I got that, right? But this content creator said this, or this person said this, or this person said this. Okay, right? What that mean? What that mean? She said, are y'all serious? What I'm saying is, Felicia, is you got to take step one, and that is paper trail, 911. Now, I lived in Vegas, and I know Vegas take this stuff serious too. 911. The feds will take over it because what did the guy say? It's over the internet. You live in this town, you live in this state, they live in this state. The feds will take over. And the feds will come in and they will look at your live. They will look at that person live. But if you doing what they doing, you know what I'm saying? You don't really have a defense. If they threatening you and you threaten them back, then you know what I'm saying? It ain't looking good. So all I'm saying is that's what the guy said. He said the feds come in and the feds will, it'll become a federal case because it's across states. Right? But file the report. If you're being threatened, file the report, and go from there. But I talked to Mrs. Fee, and I'm not, I don't want Felicia to think that I'm like telling her to cow out. I'm not, but I talked to Mrs. Fee, and she said, and I know y'all probably gonna cuss me out if I say this, but she said if you just stop talking about her and her son, she'll leave you alone. And I'm not trying to tell you to cow out or anything like that. But I'm saying if this is getting too emotional for you, then I just think before anybody get hurt, just leave it alone. You will never see them people in your life. Just leave it alone. And I'm not saying like bow down to nobody or anything like that. She said that's not true, Amora. What's not true? Queen Fee tried to what? At least understand the morals of it all. She said, since you took her word. I mean, when you say took her word, I just listen to what she said. I just don't want the threat. The name calling is one thing, Felicia. I'm talking about the threats. That needs to stop. I don't want Felicia to think that we're jumping on her, because I'm definitely not jumping on her. I just wish, I know we different people, but I don't get so. She said, Amor, you just broke my heart. How did I break your heart? By telling you to leave it alone? Well, if you're not going to call the police, what are you going to do? How do you want to do it? What do you want to do? If you're not going to call 911, what are you going to do? You know? But anyway, I don't want Felicia to think that we're not, supporting her. We are. But at the same time, how can we support you if you're not going to listen to anything we got to say as far as dial 911? Let them know what's going on. Because I'm telling you, the paper trail will mean something different, She said that lady's been talking about Felicia for a while. Talking is one thing. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. Just because somebody talk, what does that mean? Talk. If you're going to be on the internet, trust me, you're going to get talked about. You're going to get talked about. Someone is going to talk about you, She says, I can't support that she's doing the same they do. Just be real. I can't support that she's doing the same thing they do. What do you mean? Who does the same thing they do? She said, and Chef Carmen took the necessary steps and nothing was done to the bullies, and the bullies cried and turned around and took Chef to court. But Chef let them get up under her skin. See, I don't know. I think I'm a little different, and I ain't trying to put myself above nobody, but I swear to God, I promise you, those name calling does nothing for me. That does nothing. It does nothing to me. God. She said her son threatened Fee first. Okay, I understand that, Demetrius, and this is what I'm saying. If somebody threatened her first, call. Why 911 has not been called? That's what I'm saying. We taking matters into our own hand for what? Even in the military, even if we get threatened, even if we get threatened, we still have to give a warning before we even fire our weapon. And that's serious. We can go to prison. We can actually be locked up for firing our weapons without giving a warning. You still have to give a warning. You have to give a warning before you ever even able to use your weapon. That's why you have to have self-control. Talk is definitely cheap. That's what I'm saying. We support you, Queen, but we can't support you with the threats. I'm not supporting the threats. I'm not supporting the threats from them, and I'm not supporting the threats to them. I cannot. I'm not going to support the threats, because that's why I draw the line at with the threats. all that stuff. I can't support the threats. And that's what I'm saying. The name calling, we could do that. The threats is what I'm not supporting. We have to have some level of self-control to where we won't be making threats to where we're going to jeopardize our our livelihood. You know what I mean? Call 911, get it documented, She said, Amora, when you spoke with the other feed, did you tell her the wrong with what they are doing? I told them, yes. I said, listen, the threats, we got to stop. It went too far. When Felicia told me earlier that they sent somebody to her home, I said, call 911. I said, they're not gonna do anything. They're probably just bluffing or whatever. They're not seriously gonna come to your home. Dial 911 as a precautionary measure. You understand what I'm saying? Just to let them know, even if it was a lie, because I do believe that it was a lie. I don't believe they sent anybody to her home. But even if they did, now at least 911 know that it's possibility that somebody has been sent to your home to bring harm against you, to where if you do have to protect your home, and if something happens, at least you have paper trail. That's all I'm saying. Because if you think that, okay, well, since she brung somebody in my home, so that's why I unalived them. Okay, and then you're going to be behind bars, and then you're going to be thinking about this shit for the next 25, 30 years. That's just where I draw the line. I'm not with the threatening stuff. She said, I knew Amore would school them on their wrong too. Yeah, I did. I mean, I did tell Miss Fee, I'm not going over there. I don't have nothing against that lady. She probably have said things about me, but to be honest with you, I've never heard her say anything about me. You want to know why? Because I don't be running throughout YouTube trying to figure out who talking about me. To be honest with you, the most time I know somebody talking about me because one of the supporters tell me. I don't go through YouTube saying, oh, let me see if this person said something about me. This person said something about me. This person said something about me. That's why I said most of the time the supporters, the bone carriers, or this person said this person said that, this person said this. All I'm saying is we wouldn't even know. Probably 99.9% of the times we won't know unless you guys tell us. And if you know somebody can't handle it, why would you tell them that? Even though I can handle it, I really don't want to hear it. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't want to hear it. We were exposing Robert. When I even talked to some of them people behind the scenes, I said, I'm not here to fight with content creators. And the only reason why I start going back and forth with content creators because they kept going back and forth with me. But that ain't even my thing. That puts a pause on everything that you're trying to do. Look what has happened. We're trying to expose Kevin, and now we back arguing with content creators. Seriously, So I'm not about to argue with the people that went after Brianna. I call them Brianna's abusers. I'm not about to go back and forth with them. It's a stunt in what you're trying to do. But I'm beginning to see that everybody is not supporters. Some of these people are messy, and it needs to stop. The messiness really needs to stop. I'm talking about the messiness where every single time somebody live, y'all jump in the live. Oh, this person just said this about you. And it's because y'all want the mess. Y'all want people beefing. Y'all probably jumping in other people's inboxes too, saying, oh, this person said this about you. Or that person said that about you. That's so unnecessary, for real. Like, for real. So anyway, all I'm saying is, she says, all this was a setup to start beef. They like playing mind games with people. Well, nah, I'm the mind game. I'm the mind game master. You hear me? I got Robert mind, child. I got his mind. She said, I feel like this crap needs to stop. It's not worth it. Find new topics to discuss because this ain't it. Yeah, I mean, I this is what I feel. We could talk about whatever it is that we want to talk about, right? I'm still going to continue to do content. I'm still going to break down, do reaction videos, break down things that I want to break down, right? But I just think this, as far as going back and forth with the people that went after Brianna for 2 years, especially the new ones don't even know what's really going on. You know what I mean? They don't know what's really going on. They coming in on the tail end of it, and then they just kind of like just taking a side. They don't have no idea everything, you know? And you know, when people want to say that and I hate to say it ain't no sides. I feel like there is no side. I am not on no side. You understand what I'm saying? But I feel like the new people that's coming in, right? When they want to say, oh, you guys have done the most. Name calling ain't shit, you guys. You understand what I'm saying? We know who did the most. We know that Keeping Up with the Truth was Brianna supporters. Was Robert supporters. And can't nobody, and I mean nobody outdo what they did. They did the worst things ever, okay? Keeping Up with the Truth did the worst things ever. And they'll never be able to take that away from them. They want to always say, oh, Amor did this or Amor did that, or, you know, Brianna did this or Brianna did that. Nobody did worse than Keeping Up with the Truth. Keeping Up with the Truth was Robert's first supporters. They were horrible, okay? And that's why they even stopped, because they knew they were so horrible. They knew what they did from the first 6 months, probably first 8 months of this whole ordeal was worse than anybody could ever do, okay? They stalked her. They followed her. They went to events or places where she was going. They threatened her life. You understand what I'm saying? They posted where she was and told people that she had jury. They put up a video of her home directing people to her master bedroom. Like, they've done the worst. They've contacted her 5th grade teacher. You know what I'm saying? They reached back and talked to all family members in her family, went and looked for childhood friends, old boyfriends, old relationships. They did the worst. They even contacted her university. You understand what I'm saying? Where she got a degree from. So no one has done worse than Keeping Up with the Truth and those after them. Okay, so don't ever name calling somebody a name is nothing compared to the things that they've done. Okay, could never. They lie a lot. They want to say things like, oh, you know, you dox somebody, you dox this. We sat here and asked the cops right in my house, okay, about if you post somebody's address, this, and that, is that considered doxing? No, it is not. And that's what he said. They do not even hear those cases at all. So when people say, oh, you dox this person, you dox that person, you dox this person, lies, and more lies. Is lies and more lies. They want to put it out in the atmosphere that we did more, right? Because they don't want to take responsibility of the egregious things that they did, period. They went after a young lady over something that she said happened in the comfort of her own home. Now, mind you, we didn't even come out right away. I didn't even start this channel until July of last year, okay? July of last year. They've been abusing Brianna ever since day one, okay? Day one. They were abusing her, jumping in her inbox, telling her to unalive herself and crazy stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? Don't ever let anybody lie to you guys and tell you, oh, this person did this person did this. No, we were there. We saw it with our own eyes. I would never want to attach myself to anybody from that, you know, I hate to say that side, but anybody over there because of the things that they did. She said, exactly. I told you more that once y'all start something else, then boom, something like this pops off. Miss Fee is a pawn in Amber's game to go after Felicia to cause a distraction. So is Miss Fee, was she recruited by Amber? Is it? Is she recruited by Amber? Ebony, I know you in the bushes take notes. I heard what you said earlier. But why would you say that, Luck? If we just said that we're not going back and forth with them or whatever, then why would you say that, Luck? See, that starts stuff too. Anyway, she says, being truthfully honest, F this family, F this saga, and any who else, open your eyes. Someone or ones is a mode. Stop letting these non-factor assholes get to you. F them motherfuckers. Yeah. Well, I'm on Justin tomorrow, honey. I am on Justin, honey, because Justin over there doing the most with getting nannies off of dating app, honey. I am back on Justin tomorrow, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm not gonna do video reactions if the million follower clown or his sibling, or not siblings, but his brother do something. She said, "Can I come up for a second?" Yes, you can come up for a second. Listen, the rules are no cussing, no cussing. Like, if I cuss, then you guys can cuss. But if I don't cuss, please don't cuss on my panel. Okay? Thank you, because I'm not trying to get my videos flagged. All right, so here I just dropped it. Keeping Up with the Truth was the lowest of the scums. After they deleted that group, they started Keeping Up with the Truth Reloaded, and they were worse until Brian White dismembered it. I don't think Brian White dismembered it. Did she? I thought it was am I getting it wrong? I thought it was Tamika and Toya dismembered the Keeping Up with the Truth Reloaded. Do y'all realize? Listen to that. I just thought about that, to be honest with you. The two people that started Keeping Up with the Truth Reloaded, them the ones that's going back and forth to court. I just thought about that. That's crazy. The two people that started Keeping Up with the Truth Reloaded. Whew, y'all. She said, "There's too much content out here to be focused on this Amora Queen Feet at etc. is better than this. Leave this BS saga alone." I don't consider myself in the saga. I mean, we going back and forth with people that were in the saga, but I don't consider it the saga because I am not trying to prove nothing that went on in they marriage no more. But hey, teens and queens, what's going on, lady?
Hey, baby girl, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. I want to say this. I know
Okay,
this
baby.
your off day, and I have so much
Yes.
respect for you from coming on here. You know what I'm saying? Trying to settle everything. I feel like I can hear it in your verse. You tired, and we all tired, right? So
Yeah.
one thing we can say, Fee. I want you to understand this. If you don't have nobody to come at you like this and be real with you and tell you what it is. Cause I went on Jenny Live and I was like, can somebody reach out? Cause I know she got connections with Amora and check on Fee. First of
Mm-hmm.
all, I'm streets. We all streets. We all dealt with street people before. But when you grow up and you gain so much and beat the odds that what you been through, you move different. Jumping out that car, moving quick. Cause she said she was at your house. She still could have killed you because why y'all didn't see each other in real life? You don't know who she was and who she had out there. Just because you got something on you wouldn't have never stopped the person from coming at you. And like I said in your when you were live, y'all as supporters, just
Mm-hmm.
like when we was when Amora was live and I joined, and a young lady, no offense, was on her live and she was arguing with Toya while she's on Amora live. And I said, "Come on, baby, hang up or go argue while we off, while we on here. Because why give them that attention? You already
Right.
know they was trying to trick you out your spot. There is too much in the air. First of all, no, I don't want to even start like no extra drama, but I'm gonna say it. She was connected to somebody you've been going back and forth, even talking about going to court, right?
Going
No,
with
we
who?
don't think. I don't. What's the girl? More Amber. I'm gonna say it because I ain't got time for the extra stuff saying
Amber.
my name was called. Your name not being called in a negative way, but I'm gonna call it what it is. They was all on lives, and like you said, you have been quiet. I even told you I'm proud of you, But you got to know when to fold. You got to know when you being led to do something crazy. They know you go off. I'm a firecracker. Shit, I'm a cancer. So I understand when, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go up. My mouth is dirty when it come down to the come down. But I have to learn how to fold because I accomplished too much to start over. That should take too long. And that's all we trying to tell you. If nobody telling you to cool it off, all you had to do is let her let if you let her flash out and say all this crazy shit, people gotta come and figure out who she talking about, what she
Right.
talking about, search you up, and then say, this girl not saying nothing. Just like when they holler, breathe this, breathe this, breathe that. When people finally go to breathe page, even though they want to jump on a bandwagon, they can say, she not talking. So what the fuck? What page they getting this information from? Then you begin to see who it is. But if you out there entertaining it and going crazy, it's okay to talk your shit, get a kiki, but sometimes you gotta know when to be serious. Don't let nobody trick you out your spot. You accomplished, you a
All I'm
boss.
saying.
So
That's
please don't
all.
think. Go ahead, tomorrow.
No, no, no. You right. That's what I'm saying. Letting somebody trick you out your spot is not showing that, oh, you're tough or
Mm-hmm.
you know how to stand your ground. You can stand your ground, but you gotta be smarter. You gotta be smarter, not harder. Like getting a paper trail or something like that. So then when it comes to defending your turf, you good. But there's a lot of
Facts.
people that claim self-defense and they sitting in jail right now because the law didn't look at it as
Facts.
self-defense because they're going to say
Facts.
you could have done something different. You could have done this. You could have done that. You understand what I'm saying? So that's all I'm trying to say. I just think that sometimes we can get a little carried away. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm not gonna hold back. Shame on you guys for the ones that was encouraging it because I
Yes,
saw some
ma'am.
people in there encouraging it. You know, to not just be honest enough to say this is too much. You're not
Mm-hmm.
you're not doing good by just saying the same things that they're doing, just saying the same thing, going back and forth like that. It ain't looked at as no better. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you
Facts.
guys that encouraged it, it wasn't a good thing. How can anybody get locked up, right? Or how can the courts get involved and not see that both of you guys didn't do the same thing if that was the
Facts.
case? You
And
know?
another thing, she was out enjoying herself. Someone sent it to her. That's Let me tell you something. Y'all, we grown. If we gonna keep hollering, you know what get confusing when they have new people come? If we hollering about, oh, they doing this on their side, but we turn around and we can do what we do, but we can do it in a matter as we grown. You know how to do it. Like if somebody come at you, you go back. We gonna go jab for jab, but respectfully, don't come for my family. Let me tell y'all something, and I'm gonna say, OB got online, and I had my little partner to look at it. He threatened. He basically set himself up, and his whole jail. Like when he roll in, he gonna have his starch clothes, saying he gonna harm someone. What I respect about y'all is y'all didn't get back on that saying, I'ma show you, I'ma kill you before you get me. No, because 9 times out of 10, there's a million recordings going around. Self-defense
Mm.
don't work how y'all think. Just because she on that she tests you. You don't let nobody test you. She's online. Fee said, I never said anything about her. She been searching for my attention. That's your answer right there. If you never say anything about her and she's talking to Amber, baby girl, she's not talking for herself. She's talking because this person know that we got a situation going on separately, and I can't come for her like I want to, so I gotta use somebody else, and I'm gonna entertain that person and pipe that person up. She ain't been in the game long enough to even get on your level with this shit. Fee, don't let them trick you, baby girl. You be online and making your money. Everybody not able. You gotta understand, people are jealous because you a bored woman. You say what you gotta say, but you can say what you gotta say a different way. It don't make you slow. And please, let me tell you something. It's blessed to have somebody like Amora and this sisterhood to tell you. I'm not gonna. If she would have got on here up, let me tell you something. If she would have got on here saying, "Yeah, Fee, get her, go pop her," that's not cool. She wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? To me, I would have been like, "That's not her friend." Because why am I telling her to go do something to trick her out her family
Mm.
for somebody
And I
she
would
don't
never
even
do that.
know?
Never. Never. I would never do that. Because that's not even what type of person I am. I am not a violent person. Of course, I think most of us will protect our homes, right? But I'm not gonna go look for trouble. That's not what type of person I am. I'm a community server. I served in the military for over 20 years. I'm a community server. I am not gonna go looking for the fight. You understand what I'm saying? Because the U.S. Army. Listen, I'm about to say this, and I know it's gonna look. Y'all gonna be like, that ain't how it works. The U.S. Army don't go looking for the fight, right? We only go when we get summons, okay? 9 times out of 10, they start with the U.S. first, and then we get deployed, right? And then we go and handle business, right? But we don't go looking for it. Something happens, and then, they summon us, and then we go handle it, So all I'm saying is, I'm not saying Felicia went and looked for the fight. If that young lady and her son threatened Felicia, the first thing that should have happened is dial 911. And to say, I'm not going to dial 911, I'm going to take matters into my own hand, then how are you different?
Right.
And then the words, if they're saying these words, if it's bothering you, then we need to take a step back, maybe get offline for a couple of days or whatever, because when words start bothering you, then you need to readjust yourself. You need to figure out, is this for me? Because words don't bother me. What I tell y'all, one of the reasons why I backed off of Amber the first time, because when Amber came out saying that she wanted to unalive herself, and when we got back to me that she wanted to unalive herself, that made me feel bad. Because I don't want nobody to unalive themselves over words that I say, right? But then when I saw that she continued on, I was like, oh man, that was a whole lie. Because you can't say that words bother you if you're saying words. You understand what I'm saying? Right. So that's why I'm like, oh no, that ain't what it is, So some people just want you to not say nothing about them just so they can say something about you. But words is one thing. You can go back and forth all day long if you want to, right? If you want to on words. But when it start talking about meeting up and unaliving you, your family members, and that type of stuff, whatever, that's where I draw the line. I'm not about to participate or engage in that. Because one thing I'm not going to do is be standing in court and the judge says something like, did you say this or did you say that? Do you know how much money Tamika has spent in lawyer fees over something that she said over the internet?
Amora, not only that, do you know how low I would have felt if the judge got to ask me, well, did you say that? Girl, I would have felt so low to even explain this to my kids. Like, I'm grown. What the hell I look like having a judge to talk to me like I'm in 5th grade asking me, what did you say? What do you say? This is, baby, listen, anybody can be who they want. Some of these people be actually going through some real hard shit. And when they come on here, they take what they're going through and spin out of control on everybody else. Hurt people. And they knows that she's a firecracker. And I hate that. But you know what? I feel like Fee is going, she tried to move forward and bring her story out. They used it against her. And when you're dealing with that, and you already all used to being a strong one, it's a weapon against you. And sometimes all of us don't know how to deal with our own weapon. And I just feel like if whoever was sending her anything in her live, amping her up, baby, y'all need to take accountability and say, you know what? Fee, I'm sorry. I didn't look at it like that. But I encourage you to keep doing, play your bingo game, play your word game. Let's continue to do what you started doing because they distracted. They took that because let me tell you, if you think about it, everybody was telling you the other day, we proud of you. You've been so quiet. You say, I've been in my own lane. And today, look what happened. Boom. They goes for the one that they feel like
Her
they can
trigger, and the
trigger.
thing about it is they know her trigger, and I
Mhm.
understand. I can only imagine. I can't. I ain't gonna say I understand because it didn't happen to me, but I can only imagine. I'm just gonna say it like that. I can only imagine how it will piss me off, right? However, when they said they sent somebody to my home, that's when I would have had to turn on my thinking bell and say, I'm dialing 911 because what you're not going to do, you're not going to trick me out of my home where my grandchild live, my daughter live, my son live. You know, I have to think about a bigger picture than my feelings. You understand what I'm saying? I have to think about more than just my feelings. And that's when I'm going to dial 911 and I'm going to tell them over the phone, I need you guys to come right now. And the reason why I need you guys to come, because I'm so angry right now. I feel like taking matters into my own hands. So I need you guys to come here to ensure that I don't take matters into my own hands and trick myself out of this house, away from my family, away from my kids, period.
Just everything.
You know?
Like, it's not worth it. And to the young lady, the other fee, I'm going to say this respectfully. You know what I'm saying? It's no way in hell on this. I'm going to allow, my kids are grown. I'm not about to come out and have my kids playing with another grown woman, especially a male. I don't care. I don't care how the table, how it's cut or whatever. You don't never allow your kid to disrespect a woman, a male to disrespect a woman, because it says a lot. And you know what I'm saying? The cussing and all that, first of all, I don't cuss him from my mama, and she didn't raise me. I don't even cuss him from my older siblings. That's how strong it is. It's a respect thing. It's a respect thing. And when you bring your child out, that's a whole nother level. That means y'all both need to look, as grown women. Look at me, women. As grown women, get online and say, look, I don't know you. You don't know me. I apologize. Even if it's not about who wrong and who right. It's about, look, it ain't worth it.
That's what, and I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna say this, you know, because I know Felicia, like, oh, you took her word over mine. No, I did not take her word over yours. But from woman to woman, right? If Miss B said over the internet, if she said, if she leave, if she keep my name out and my son's name out her mouth or whatever, then I'm done with it. Then we ain't got a beef no more. That may not be what Felicia want to hear after they've sent somebody to her house. I understand that. But at some point, where you gonna draw the line? So now all of a sudden it's gonna be, oh well, I'm just gonna wait for you to come over. No, at some point you gotta end it. End it.
She got cameras though. You got cameras.
When you threaten them back, then you getting yourself in trouble. I don't want to see Felicia get in trouble. I don't want to see Felicia. And I'm gonna tell you something. You remember when I said that Toya outsmarted when I said Toya outsmarted Tamika? Y'all remember I said that? Because Toya ended up filing charges first, even though Toya did and said the things that she said about Tamika first. Toya was wrong first, but Toya filed charges first. So even though they sent somebody to her house, the little things that, oh my God, I hate to even say this, but some of the things that Felicia was saying tonight could get her in trouble. And I just don't want to see her get in trouble over no internet shit. This is internet stuff.
You can't say you hate to say it. You have to be honest with yourself. Sis, I didn't like it. We all didn't like true people that loves you and like your personality online. We love to see you come online and laugh and talk and your grandbaby. We love that about you. You know what I'm saying? What you was saying, it wasn't right. And it can get you in trouble before her. And then what we all gonna do online? Damn, man, I shouldn't have never told. It's too late. And then they're gonna begin laughing. It's gonna go as long as you see Tamika and Toya going. That it's not worth it. So Amara, if you don't mind, can I say a prayer for Fee, please?
Yes, she's coming up on the stage. Hold on. Felicia, please listen to you want me to say your name or you just want me to call you? I just say teens and
Don't say my name, please. These people, I'm all right.
I got
I'm healing. I'm healing mentally.
I got you. I
Hey,
got you.
beautiful. Hey, beautiful. She can't hear
Can
me.
you hear Queen? Hey, can you hear Felicia? Felicia.
She must can't hear.
Uh, is it me? Felicia.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all. Let me say this, Amora, because you already know we talked on the back end. You know I have nothing but love for you. You know that. I swear to God, I respect everybody that's in the chat. I don't like some of the stuff that some people are saying, talking about if you ain't built for this, this is what you don't need to be. This ain't about words. This is what y'all don't get. And this is a part I think that you missing, Amora. And that's what, let me just say it. Let me just say it and get it off my chest. You know, I'm not going to come up here and curse on your panel because I'm going to respect it because I respect you. This is not about words. I don't care. You know that they didn't call me the worst of the worst. It's not about that. It's about when you say you sent a man to my house. First of all, this lady been after me for 6 months. That's what you don't get. It's the part you don't understand. Regardless of whatever I said today, Amora, I said it today. But do you know what's been said for 6 months? I'm talking about, do you on this panel, you gloating saying a man came to my house. Amora, this is not about no words. And get people talking about, well, you ain't built for this. Y'all don't know what I'm built for. The stuff I'm built for. Hold on. This is what I want everybody to also understand. This is my family. It's not yours. Let me just be clear. When it happened to your family, then you talk to me. When it happened to your family, you talk to. This is my family. That somebody said it. I got all right to feel the way that I feel. I do not know this lady. I've never spoken on her more. When you said what she said, if you don't speak on her and her son, she won't do this. First of all, Amora, why was she speaking on me for 6 months? Did you ask her that? Did you ask her what her?
Fee, can I say something, please?
That goes back to words.
Fee, can I please say something, please?
I'm just confused. Go ahead.
Fee, can I please say something? Because what we're not gonna do, we can agree, disagree to agree. Listen to me, beautiful. Listen to me.
Okay.
Listen, we understand, right?
No, you don't.
Listen, nah. Listen. We watched a woman go through hell and back on this line. The same woman while we here right now, right?
That woman don't have nothing. That woman don't have nothing to do with why I'm right here right now.
Please, can I talk? Please, listen. Please hear me out.
Everything.
Please, hear me out, right? I know you mad. You can look like that all you want, Fee, but I still love you. You feel me? It ain't gonna even.
I'm just trying to think about what Bree got to do with it.
You got to hear me to understand. You got to listen to understand.
Yeah,
don't
you
listen
gotta
to just answer. If we watch her and you come online, right, every day, and they even did the things they did, and she didn't get online and say, "I'ma come shoot you, I'ma come kill you," and we can get on here and say, "Oh, y'all threaten this girl, and she did this."
Use unalive.
Listen.
Use unalive. Okay. Use unalive. Don't use the KI word.
We watch smart.
Can you please use the unalive word? Don't use the KI word because those are words that AI pick up. Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
I'm sorry about that.
Right.
Listen, when we looked at you, we see a smart woman come online, right? We see you log on that computer and say, "I'm about to go to work." We see you, listen, Fee, we see a beautiful woman. People are jealous and they know your triggers. They know, like you said, I haven't done, look what you told her. You said, "I never said anything about you. Why you still want my attention?" You have to understand why she wants your attention, baby. Some people just want what you have, and they don't even know the story about getting where you at. So listen, I just want to say a prayer right quick.
Let me ask you this, sis. I appreciate and I love y'all because I know y'all do. And I know, trust me, I know Amora want the best for me. Y'all, I am upset right now. I am heated. I am talking about like y'all, I am on 1,000. Trust me, I am. It is nothing probably going to calm me down right now. I didn't get up here to go off on Amora or nobody on the panel or to go. I'm not. I just wanted to say something and I'm going to get back off because I am not in a good space. I am not in a good head. I'm not in none of that. So I'm not going to bring that to y'all. But what I want y'all to understand is what I don't like is, and I'm going to voice it. I'm going to say what I don't like. I don't like the fact when you said that if this lady says, "Well, don't mention me or her son," I've never mentioned them. For 6 months. That's the part you don't get. So when you say that to me, that make me feel some type of way. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm not trying to be aggressive. I'm just expressing my feelings.
The only reason why I said, Felicia, listen for a second. I got you. Listen for a second. The only reason why I say that, I am not a panel hopper. I don't just go run up on nobody's panel. For me to even go up on Miss Felicia's panel, right? I think it's Miss Fee. Miss Fee panel is because I wanted to understand where the threatening and all this sending somebody to your house stuff came from. Okay. Now, I've never listened to her before, so I don't know if she's threatening you before. I don't know if her son has threatened you before. I don't know, right? Because I don't go around trying to find out what everybody is saying about me. You know, you said she threatened me yesterday or whatever. I didn't even know. I didn't even know. Right. You want to know why I didn't know? Because
she played victim today. Like she if she don't say this about me, as if I've been talking about her.
Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. All I'm saying is, I was looking for, okay, where is a happy medium? What can we do to get this off the table, to get all of this threatening stuff off the table? When she said, if she doesn't say nothing about me or my son, then I won't say nothing about her. I understand all the other stuff. You saying she sent somebody to your home. But Felicia, you got to be honest with yourself. Some things that came out your mouth today was ruthless. Now, it doesn't just...
Amora, and guess what? Amora, guess what?
Hold on. You got to listen to what I'm saying, Felicia. Listen. I'm not saying... Listen, Felicia. I put you on mute because I want you to understand what I'm saying. I'm not discounting her sending someone to your home, but the words that came out of your mouth could have both of y'all locked up. You said, I'm going to SHOT you in the head. But what I'm saying is, if she, which I'm not trying to encourage nobody to do nothing. Listen, I'm just going to say this because I don't even want to put thoughts in people's head. Toya,
so wait, basically what
listen, please. And then I'm going to let you have it. I promise you. I'm going to listen to you. Toya threatened Tamika first, right? Then she went and pressed charges against Tamika. Do you understand what I'm saying? The girl went and said Tamika had AIDS and everything. And then she flipped it around and she pretended to be the victim. I just don't want the things that came out of your mouth today. When people was calling me, they were saying, Amora, please, Felicia is spinning out of control with the words. I don't think you even hear yourself sometimes. I don't think you hear yourself.
I heard myself.
The things that you're saying,
you can't myself very clear. Amora, let me tell you something. I'm talking about, yes, I had a little wine today. I hear myself very clear. When you say that you sent a man to my door, Amora, it's like, it's all, see, this is what the part I think that everybody is missing. This stuff has been going on. Hold on. You say you're going to let me talk. I'm not going to get derogatory. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to curse on you. I'm not going to do none of that. The part that you're missing is that this has been going on for months, right? It started with Break Room. Then it started with me. This person even brought her son to threaten me, to harm me. Then she said now that she has a man outside my door. Amora, do you think, and I'm talking about, and I'm not saying this in a disrespectful way. Do you think that I give a about what I said? Oh, I meant every word I said. Amora, if you come to my kids are here, Amora. This is what I want to know. If it was you, right? If it was you and somebody, this ain't about name calling. They could call me whatever, girl. They could call me the streetest walker, the most pussy selling person in the world. I don't care. But when you say you came to my door, that you sent the man to my house, we taking it too far. My gloves are off. And if you don't understand that, then I'm so big. I guess I'm not, and everybody see people talking about, but she can't handle it. She don't need to be here. If y'all okay with somebody saying that to y'all, if y'all okay with somebody saying they gonna harm y'all or come to y'all house, so be it. That's y'all. I'm not that person. So if I'm not fit for you two, because I don't fit y'all criteria, or because y'all say I can't handle it, I'm not never gonna handle nobody threatening to come to my door. I'm not never gonna be that girl. I'm not like y'all. And that's just what it is.
So
don't
would you
mad
teach
at me
daughter
for defending my family the way I defend them? Don't be mad at that. Talk about me all day. Don't be mad at how I defend my house.
It's not that we're listen. It's not that we're mad at how you how you're defending your family. Listen. It's not that we're upset with you. We're trying to protect you
from what?
From being tricked out of your home. Because what you don't understand is, listen to this. What you don't understand is you don't think words matter. And I'm telling you that they do. Words matter. When you make a verbal threat online, you have just jeopardized your livelihood.
Okay,
you said what?
So hold on. So wait a minute.
So
because you say,
not to cut you off.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me get this clear. Let me just get one thing clear. So a person that has been threatening and talking about me for 6 months, even brought her son.
We're not worrying about them. Feed them. We care about you.
So do you think the judge is going to say, okay, you're justified to say the things that you said because somebody, I don't think, God, Jesus.
So Amora, if somebody come to my door to hurt me and I kill them, I'm going to jail?
Yes, you are. Yes,
Okay.
you are. You want to know why?
Okay, well let's see. Let's find
Guess
out.
what? Guess what? Do you know the story that I covered, right? Where this lady next door. No. Listen. See, okay. I did a story like that. The girl next door, her and this lady had been getting into
I'm
it.
not going to jail.
Okay. All right, Felicia.
I can bet my life on it. I'll put it on my mama. If somebody comes to my
go ahead and say something.
laws, I bet
I'm gonna
I
put
don't
mine on mute. I'm not gonna say nothing. Go ahead.
Fee, just let me pray. Just let me pray. I just want you to know you can get off.
She left.
Okay, I'm gonna just say a quick prayer because sometimes in this type of situation, they can get a laugh and kiki out here, out this, but the devil is busy, and we're not gonna give him that. We're gonna let the devil laugh. What I'm gonna say is this, and I pray to God she get it. Fee, you're not the only one has been in situations like that. It's some of us been in these situations offline where we had to defend ourselves offline. This shit is childish and
It is.
and it's immature. And at some
It,
point we have to show that what we stand for, we all been through trauma. And I understand the defense in your body language because of what you've been through. So your shell is, automatic. But what happens if you let them trick you and figure out my mama is in jail behind social media? Who gonna protect them then? My grandma in jail behind social media. Who gonna protect them then?
that's what I know. That's what I know. And I just don't want being angry, right, for the moment to get you facing charges. Now you got to spend unnecessary money and try to explain to the judge, oh, but she said something to me and I tried to ignore her for 6 months and she said this and she brought somebody to my house and now you're spending money that you could be paying your bills or taking care of your family and the holidays are right around the corner, and to get upset and say something, and just like this person said, Steffi, she said, move in silence. Even if she is going to do anything she's going to do to come online and be like, I'm going to SHOT you in the head. That's the things that I'm saying. You can get in trouble for that. And for us not to say, if we didn't say anything, right, we will be wrong. But I just told my moms, I was on the phone with my moms and I said, if I ever say something like that, y'all better yank my chain. Don't let me put my foot in my mouth. I beg of you guys, don't ever let me get so emotional, which I don't think I will, but don't ever let me put my foot in my mouth. I want you guys to say, Amora, get your ass offline right now and delete this shit right now. Don't you ever say something to get you tricked off the street. I look forward to people telling me that. I don't give a damn what people say. If somebody came to my house, I'm going to call 911. Yes, I will protect my home, but I'm trying to say self-defense does not always work. And I am not about to go through no trial to figure out if my freedom is going to be free or not. If I'm going to be free or not, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to. Before that, I will back out of all of this. Do you understand what I'm saying? I will back out of all of this because I love my family too much. It ain't that serious. It ain't that serious, So anyway, this has gotten way too far, right? Way too far. So I'm gonna I don't even say I'm gonna get out the saga, right? And let me just tell you why. Every time I say I'm out of this saga, something happens to where it makes me talk about it again. So I'm not gonna say that. But what I am gonna say is I am gonna try my damnness to not go back and forth with people just for internet beef. You understand what I'm saying? Am I gonna still cover things that I deem, coverable? Absolutely. I'm going to cover hot topics. I'm going to cover trending things. I'm going to cover things that I deem necessary. And if that's with Robert, if that's with Kevin, if that's with whoever, you understand what I'm saying? And I just said those names because that's what we've been covering. But what I'm not going to do is go back and forth with people that want to see me tricked off the street. I'm not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing that. Talking, I make one thing about myself. I make things clear. I told y'all this early on. I ask questions down to the bone. I asked the police officer. I said, "Can we get in trouble for talking about someone on social media?" They said no. I said, "They can't claim harassment." And he was like, "No." I said, "What do we call them names?" "No, you can't get in trouble." He said, "Harassment, you want me to tell you?" Which I said I wasn't going to say it. But harassment is actually not just online. You actually have to be trying to figure out where they are. You have to be trying to, follow them. You have to come up to their job. You have to, harass them by phone. If you're calling somebody over and over by phone, he laid it out for me what harassment is. Blogging about somebody on the internet is not harassment. You cannot get in trouble as long as you don't threaten their lives. Okay. Threaten them or defame them. Okay. As long as you don't do that, and harassing them is they say, "Okay, I'm on my way to the fair," and all of a sudden you at the fair trying to bother them, or I'm on my way to the mall and you meeting them at the mall. That's harassment. That's harassment. You know what I'm saying? But online blogging is not harassment. And I asked him that, and he said, "No, it is not. It's not harassment." So that's why I always say I haven't done anything to break the law. Blogging about somebody is not harassment. Calling names is not harassment, So, as long as you stay within your realm, you're good. She said, "Amora."
Let me say a quick prayer, Amora, so I can get up off it.
Okay, go ahead, baby.
Father God, I come to you asking you to cover us all. Lord, we know the devil playground and is busy. But God, we asking in the name of Jesus that we all stand in agreement. We pray for peace over Felicia, Lord. We pray that you cover her mental health, Lord. We pray that you guide her in the right directions, God. And as a sisterhood, this is what we do. We're not saying that she's wrong. We're not saying it, whatever. But God, we stand in a gap. You're supposed to lift your sister up no matter what. And this is what I love about this whole podcast. Lord, I ask that
You still there? It was just getting good. Can y'all hear me?
hello.
Oh, yeah. Okay, go ahead,
You can
baby.
hear me, Amora?
We can hear you now.
Look how the devil works. See, anytime. You
No,
hear
but
me?
it was
You feeling me now? But
we
we
it
gonna
was just
stand in
getting good.
agreement.
Don't worry
We
about
gonna
it. Just keep on.
We're going to pray against any demonic spirit. Lord, the devil may try to swerve. And God, we pray against it, God. We rebuke it in the name of Jesus, God. We ask that you touch. We ask that you protect. We ask that you guide us in every which way, God. Lord, we ask that you give us the wisdom and the knowledge to let us go about things in the right way, God. We ask that you protect us all in our household, God. No weapon formed against us all shall prosper, God. We ask that you lead.
I think something is wrong with her mic. I think something is wrong with your mic.
Hello.
Yeah. Is somebody trying to call you?
No, ma'am. It's just keep doing that. But guess what? We're gonna keep pleading the blood of Jesus, God. We ask that you bless the podcast, God. We ask that you give her a clear heart, God. We ask you to give her a clear mind, God. When she lay down, God, we ask that you nurture her, God. Pour into her, God, as she pour out to others, God. We ask that you continue to bless her, God. Lord, we ask that you continue to bless everyone that's tuned in, God. Lord, we rebuke any demonic spirits, God. We send it back to the pits of hell, God. We go for the head of the evilness, God. We go for the head, God. We touch and agree. We cast that head out, God. And two or more come together, we can cast it out in the name of Jesus. Devil won't win, God. We ask that you touch anyone on this line, God, that's covering this story, God, that don't sleep at night, God, because of the things they say that they know that ain't right, God. We ask that they come to knowledge and turn it around, God. Ask for forgiveness because, God, you will forgive them, God. We ask that these ladies come together and be a movement, God. We shame the devil, God. Let the devil spin out of control, God, as we sit back and watch, God, and then the devil begin to even clear his horn, God. We go for the head, God. We go for the beginning of the trailer, God. We rebuild it in the name of Jesus. Jesus, God. We ask that God cover you in the name of Jesus. Cover your household. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, God. In the name of Jesus, God. Touch and declare, God. Touch and declare, God. Lord, in the name of Jesus, anything that's trying to come near them, God, it won't prosper, God. We bend, God. We fall our knees, God. We worship you, God. And this is what's going to continue, God. A movement of powerful women, God, to be able to have a safe place to pour out their trauma and their trials and tribulations and not worrying about it being used, God. Because any demonic spirit, God, is not of you, God. We know what you're going to do. God said, touch not my anointed. And they got some prayer warriors over here. It won't touch. It won't even touch now one of us. And tonight we come.
Okay, I think it kicked her off. So I'm going to continue to pray, you guys. All right. So now I ain't no powerful prayer, but let me just pray. Lord, we just ask that you continue to bless us, Lord God. Cleanse our hearts, Lord. Cleanse our minds, our spirit, God. We don't want to be, demonic or evil. We want to be peaceful, Lord. And sometimes we allow things to take control over our minds and our soul, Lord. We ask for clarity, Lord. We ask that you come in here and you just clean our mouths, our mind, the way we thinking about this whole situation, Lord. It has gotten dark, very, very dark. And we just ask that you just take control, move us, lead us in the right direction, Lord. Guide us, Lord, and forgive us for the bad things that we have said, Lord. Forgive us for our thoughts and our actions, even though sometimes we know that it's not right. Lord God, we ask that you continue to just move in this whole situation, bring peace about this whole situation, heal hearts, because a lot of people are hurt, very, very hurt, if it's not just for words, but actions, and it's been going on for too long, Lord. We ask for healing. We ask for peace. We ask for clarity. We ask to, your guidance in moving forward, Lord God, and we ask for your patience, your love, and your kindness. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, you guys. We got kicked off, and I know her prayer would have been more powerful than mine, but listen. Moving forward. Listen, I'm going to again reevaluate myself. Okay. And I kind of don't want to say what I want to say, but I want to say it, but I'm not going to say it. But I'm just going to reevaluate myself more. And, and I'm not going to say nothing else. I'm just going to reevaluate myself moving forward. Okay. But, Jenny and I were speaking earlier today, and we were just saying how we like the fact that out of everything that has happened, that one thing that we can say for sure is that we have developed a sisterhood. Okay. And I ain't talking about no sides, y'all. I'm not saying this side, that side, this side. I'm saying a sisterhood. It's a lot of us that we talk to on a daily basis, whether it's on the phone or in messages or just texting each other, right? And if it's not on a daily basis, it might be 2 or 3 times a week, right? So that's a sisterhood when we feeling away. I remember I was up one night and I couldn't sleep. Yeah, because y'all know I'm a night owl. I couldn't sleep and I called Rachel on the phone, right? And I'm like, what you doing? She said, hold on, let me get up out of the bed. You know what I'm saying? She was already awake, but she was in the bed with her grandchild. She was like, hold on, let me get up out of the bed. But she was there. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we've developed. We developed a sisterhood to where at any time, any hour of the day, we could pick up the phone and we can call somebody and we can talk to them. You know what I mean? So I love that sisterhood that we have developed, right? But we don't need to develop a sisterhood of bullies, right? We don't. Now, we know what we came on here for, right? We came on here, we going back and forth. Because initially it was to back people off of Brianna, right? Well, majority of the people have stopped talking about her. it's been new people, and it will probably continue to be new people coming on board because, you know, either one, they just don't want it to stop, or two, is because somebody then told them, oh, you can make a couple of dollars. All you got to do is drag Brianna battle, right? However, and then my purpose, and let me just say this, my purpose was not to drag Robert, right? Even though we've done that, and I'll be the first to say, I've done that, but that wasn't my purpose. My purpose was to show these abusers, and I'm going to call them abusers because that's what they've been doing to her, but it was to show them that they wasn't perfect, that they have stuff that they shouldn't be proud of either. But it done spent all out of control, and I jumped back in here, and we've been dragging Robert because we didn't like the fact that, you know, he just wouldn't let up off his ex. Not that we just thought that everything that Brianna said was the truth or that everything that she did was legit. No, hell no. That's not why we wanted him to stop. We just felt like, why? Why do you keep on? Why these subliminals? Why do you want these people to keep dragging her, right? But we found out that he wanted them to do his dirty work, right? He wanted them to do his dirty work so that he can look good. But just recently, he came out with that diss track, right, about her, because that's how he really feels. But he was letting them do it. And when he saw them slowing down on doing it, that's when he's like, well, you know what? I'm going to say to her what I've been wanting to say to her. And that is, he told her to burn in hell is what he said. Burn in hell, right? Anyway, that's what he been wanting to say, but he wanted it to come from other people so he can look clean and he can look good. You understand what I'm saying? So now he's coming out saying, I don't care no more. Since y'all not going to do my dirty work, let me see it. Let me see it on the internet. So now I'm going to say this. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm not going to blog on Robert no more. And the reason why is because, one, we got to wait. They got to go to court. So, you know, we're going to come out here and tell y'all what happened in court. And two, I do not believe that this is the end of Robert and Brianna. I believe that he is going to do something else because, let me just say this. Robert is bitter. He's hurt and he's bitter. And he's a narcissist. So you got to think about that. Hurt, bitter people, whether it's man or female, they don't stop. Which means, like even Montel Holt, you see, he's not stopping. You see, he's always doing something. He's always trying to get her in court, take the kids, accuse her of this, accuse her of that, right? It's always going to be something with him. So I'm not going to say I'm not going to blog on him because, trust me, it ain't just going to be me. It's going to be a lot of content creators blogging on the things this man is going to do in the future. He's going to do something. I don't know what it is. I'm not encouraging anything, but I just know narcs just don't dial back and sit back and just be quiet and let it go. No, I think we have another 14 or 13 years of him bothering her. You understand what I'm saying? Not just bothering her, but doing things online. Honestly, I do. Okay. So, however, what I am going to do is change my approach. Okay. I can blog on him without all the, you know, the derogatory names and the talking about your mama and be this and bitch this. And y'all know I cuss, but bitch this and bitch that. I could, you know, I've done it before, right? So I could blog about him without getting grimy with it. You understand what I'm saying? And see, that's the part where we have to separate the griminess. Once it comes in and takes over, that's when it gets very nasty. But I can blog about this dude without getting so grimy. You know what I mean? But we can ignore the Brianna abusers. We can absolutely ignore them, you know? We can ignore them because at this point, they want us to go back and forth with them. And then they want to pretend like they're victims, and they're not at all. Okay. They've been abusing her by trying to tell her that what happened in her home didn't happen in her home, as if they were there. Okay. You know, so we don't have to say anything to the supporters. You know, they are Brianna abusers. I hate to even call them Robert supporters. I don't think that they're Robert supporters at all. They are just Brianna abusers. Okay. So we can continue to, move on, continue to do more content because there's a whole lot of robbers out there. He's not the only narcissist out there. Trust me when I tell you, look at Montel. And I know I didn't say that more than once, but he's another one. And he's not the only one. You know what I mean? There's a lot of narcissists out there that's going to continue to do their stuff. So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh no, I'm not going to blog on this story no more because it's too demonic. Trust me, he's going to do something so vain that even the big bloggers are going to be blogging about it. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know what that's going to be, but we already know what type of person he is, period. So, but to go back and forth with their bloggers, that is a pure waste of time. Seriously. And I hate to even call them bloggers because they're not bloggers. They are not bloggers. They don't blog. The only thing they do, they're stalkers. They stalk Brianna and somebody said it earlier. She could be sitting in the dark. She could be sitting in the dark and she could be humming a song and they're going to come and say something about it. They're just stalkers at this point. You know what I mean? We don't do that. I don't blog on every single thing that man does, even though sometimes y'all put down in my comments, did you see him do this today? Did you see him do that today? And I'd be like, no, I didn't see it. I didn't see it, or whatever. So everything that he does is not important, you guys, because everything that Brianna does is not important. But they stalk her. We don't want to stalk him. Only when he does something out of the way. You understand what I'm saying? When he does something so cringe or so off the wall, we can blog about that. But when he just, he went and ate steak today, or he had a hamburger today, or he just made spaghetti today. Who wants to talk about that? Who even want to watch that? Not me. But that's what they do. This is the 36th time out of the month Brianna done made pasta. She put pepper in her pasta. Did you see she actually cut up onions in her pasta today? Did you see she took her curls out and put straight hair? Brianna wore short earrings today. Did you see them pink shoes she had on? Oh my God, hideous. That is what they do. We are not like them. And don't want to be like them, okay? I don't want to stalk the man, only when he does something off the wall, out of his way, you know what I'm saying? Then we can blog about that, Like him calling her 36, 39 times, that's worth blogging on, you know what I mean? Him going to court, being held in contempt, that's worth blogging on, Stuff like that. But every little thing, we already know that he worked his baby girl to death. So, he picked up baby girl today. She about to be on the clock. We don't need to talk about that. We know that's his angle. We know that's what he's going to do. We don't have to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have to talk about every single thing that man does, right? Him writing a song about him writing a song about a relationship that ended 2 years ago, right? That he claimed he didn't want to be in. Him writing a song saying, be burning hell. That's something to blog about. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But, him eating at Piccadilly's or, him, flashing fake money and stuff like that. That is not anything worth to blog about, She said he is a pathological liar. I agree. We all lie, though. It's my point. Yeah, we all lie, but he is a pathological liar. But yeah, he lies, She said, are we getting back to K. Diddy? We are going to get back to K. Diddy because K. Diddy actually came out there today and said some things. And, and I actually want to talk about it because, I'm going to tell you, well, man, I don't even want to get into it because we'll be on this live for 2 hours. But we are getting back to K. Diddy. We are. Because, in my opinion, this is my own opinion. I believe Kevin is a narcissist too. And I peeped some things today that I want to bring to you guys' attention, but I'm not going to do it today. But it's something that he does. Oh my God. And it's just so out there, I just feel like nobody can tell nobody what's worth blogging about, though everybody has their own following. That's true. Everybody has their own following. But I'm just saying, it becomes, It's a difference in blogging and stalking, in my opinion. I believe that they are stalking her because, I mean, you got to think about it. Brianna cannot come on live. She cannot turn her camera on without them making a video about it. Somebody is going to make a video about it. She turned the camera on today at 4:43 and she was chewing on gum and it was loud. Somebody is going to. But hey, that's their thing. Guess what though? I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it. So I'm not watching what they're saying about her. You know what I'm saying? Let them talk. Eventually they'll stop. Or maybe not. Maybe they're going to blog on her forever. There are people that only blog on people forever, you know? I don't want to be that. You stunt your opportunity for growth when you do that. I'm not going to blog about somebody forever, you know? She said, and going forward, supporters have to stop carrying bones, sending everything they send, see, and hear. Yes. Now that right there, 100%, it makes no sense to me. You know? She said, oh, yes, they definitely stalking her, but they hating crowd love to hear it. Shaking my head. But the thing about it is, we can't really get mad anymore about them blogging about her because, to be honest with you, it really does help her. It keeps her relevant, keeps her out there, and it's helping making her money. So a lot of us need to stop being so mad when well, I'm saying us, but I don't get mad. I used to though, but get mad when you hear them say derogatory things about her because you got to think that's keeping her name out there in the algorithm or whatever, and they are helping her make money. That's why Robert comes over here and pick with us because trust me when I tell you, Robert wants us to talk about him because ain't nobody else talking about him. We're actually helping him. We're helping him get views because when he go on there and play victim like that lady over there lying again, he know he's going to get people to interact on his page. Just look at it. No one interacts if he's not talking about his daughter, if he's not talking about that lady over there on YouTube lying again, right? And if he's not talking about his cancer, right? He does not get the interaction. No one checks for him or if he's not out with Miss Season. But if he just like when he was giving $1 out at the mall, no one was entertaining those skits. They wasn't commenting, liking, or sharing those skits. They didn't give a freak. Now, if he was giving $100 out, like Jenny said, that would have been something to flex. If he would have gave out 15 people $100, he would have got a whole lot of comments. But $1? Just like Jenny said, people was probably wondering, what the hell is on that dollar? What are you trying to do to me? Is it some type of special dust on there? You know? No one cares about you giving out $1. You know what I mean? She said, I agree, everything does not need to be blogged on. Exactly. But like I said, they're helping her. I've seen it for myself. Even when he put me in his story, he didn't even put me, but people in the comments was like, who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? And so somebody dropped my my YouTube channel in there. And I picked up subscribers from that because everybody that follows him don't like him. You understand what I'm saying? So I picked up subscribers. So I'm not mad at him saying things about me. You know, I'm not mad at anybody saying anything about me. I'm not sitting up here saying, oh, I want you to, I want you to, I want you to. But the thing of the matter is people are going to, if you put yourself out there in the public's eye, right? People are going to say something about you. They're going to talk about the way you look. They're going to call you names. They're going to say you're dumb. They're going to say you're stupid. They're going to call you a liar. They're going to say all types of crazy stuff. They're going to say you're a scammer. They're going to say all types of stuff. Sometimes you just got to let them talk because that's how you grow as well. You know, you're being talked about. You're growing. If ain't nobody talking about you, then you're going to depend on YouTube to put you in the front, put you out there, right? She said, I remember when you were asking DM about things RH was doing on his live. He said he hadn't even seen those live, but I bet he could tell you from A to Z about Bree lives. Exactly, because they support Bree undercover. They just don't know it. They don't know how it works, you know? She said, can you talk about the Safari situation and how Robert tried to compare his situation to Safari when they are nowhere near close to the same? Safari was abused. I can, and I'm gonna tell you something. Thank you, Mia, for even bringing that up. I saw the safari stuff, but I ain't gonna lie. I let my feelings get in the way of that, right? I was like, well, the other content creators that already started on it, and I was like, I don't want to hear their mouth, or oh, she only trying to talk about this story because we talking about it. But at the same time, guess what? You know how many people out there talking about Diddy right now? You know how many people out there talking about Diddy? You know how many people talking about R. Kelly? You know how many people talking about Tasha K and Keisha Cole? I mean, Cardi B. So, you know, I did look into it, and I did see the video. I saw the crazy chick climbing over the gate with the ladder and all the bull crap that she did or whatever. And I really was going to talk about it, but I was like, I don't want to hear their mouth. But at the same time, you know, content is content. So I will look into that, Mia. Thank you for even bringing that up, because me, my daughter, and my husband was talking about it today. And I was just like, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy stuff that she came out and said all the stuff that she said. And then all of a sudden, but he ain't exactly innocent himself. But yes, I will look more into it, Mia. Thank you. You know, she said the video was crazy. It was crazy. She said, child, I saw the safari stuff too, but I never seen a lot of people comparing RH Droopy Face Tail. No, I don't think anybody is comparing. You know, to be honest with you, I think more people than not is over the Robert Hampton and Brianna situation. I think the only people that's keeping it alive is just us few people here on the internet, you know, I mean, on YouTube, you know, maybe, you know, just us, just, you know, our supporters and their supporters. These are the only ones that's keeping it alive. And it's not that many. I would say less than 3,000 total, maybe 4. Less than 4,000 people total is keeping this alive. And I'm talking about this out of the whole world. 4,000 people out of the whole world is keeping this story alive. And the story is totally dead. DEAD is gone. You know? Yeah, but he also tried to compare himself to Puff Daddy too, remember? He tried to compare Puffy's story to his when before Puffy was caught dragging her down the hall. He tried to compare himself to the Puffy story. He started telling everybody that people was lying on Puffy. I think he tries to attach himself to some type of celebrity so he can try to go viral. That's his thing. He wants. I was talking to somebody today, and I was like, oh my God, he wants fame so bad that he's willing to do anything for it, anything for fame. She said, so I'm more, because I know you know, is anybody over there making money? Likes is worth all they doing. You know, it's funny you said that. It's a few, you know, it depends on what you call money. It's a few of them making maybe $1,000 to $1,500, but I don't think any of them making $2,000 or more. And that's out of their own admission. You know, that's out of their own admission. So, I'm not going to say that may be money to them. They may already have something and it may be extra, you know. So I can't say that that's not considered money, but I don't think anybody is making $2,000. You know, she said he compared himself to Safari. He posted it. She said you do better at talking about it and you use your real voice. Which one you talking about? The Safari thing? Just RH is a male. Erica Mena just unhinged. Yes, she is. Ooh, she need to think about them kids. She said, I knew once Safari did that video, Robert Slowfoot ass was going to do something similar. Then boom, the video he made with the diss track about Bree. But let me just tell you about that diss track about Bree, because, you know, I heard somebody say, oh, they so mad about that diss track about Bree. Here's the thing. When they say they, when people say they, the supporters automatically assume that they're talking about us. It was people that's actually his supporters on Facebook that was angry about that video. And it was not so much that they did not agree with his outrage for Brianna. They just didn't agree that this man that claims he's this good man would come out and say some of the things about his daughter's mother as if she's not going to hear it, right? One thing a man needs to understand, and a woman, okay? I'm just going to say parents. One thing parents need to understand is the kids do not like you talking about the other parent. They don't like it at all, right? They don't want to hear you cussing out the other parent. I promise you, he's going to have problems with Amora when she gets older because this type of stuff don't go away, okay? Unless he finds some type of way that he can totally convince her that he was on a whole nother level or whatever, that he was going through some things or whatever the case may be, and he said those things and he's very apologetic over it. Amora is not going to like it. No girl, no boy. Y'all know boy. Ooh, boys. Ooh, Lord. Sons can't stand it. You understand what I'm saying? Sons can't stand a daddy talking about their mama. So, to call your daughter's mother a B, once she find out that you did that, the relationship is going to be stained. Okay. And let me just go a little further. That's why Justin Dean, right, wants custody of his two girls, because he knows, he said out his own mouth, he says, because one day she's going to lie to them about me. No, she's going to tell them what really happened, or they're going to figure it out. They're going to find out. And he knows that. He knows that one day those girls going to hear him calling their mother a B, a H, a W, a C, a S. You know what I'm saying? All those derogatory names he called her and said, I'm going to do it until they turn 18 years old. They will hear it one day, okay? They will hear it. They will hear it because the internet, this stuff stays out there. So the fact that he did that recording, he did it without thinking about the best interest of his child. And let me tell you something. That's another way to get your kid taken away from you or lose some custody too. Believe it or not, if you're doing that in front of the child, I read up on that. You actually can. Doing that type of stuff, down in the other parent in front of the child can get that child, taken out of your custody. So anyway, all I'm saying is the fact that he did it and he got, I don't think that his supporters, and this is what I was trying to tell Felicia, for those supporters that was saying, no, Fee, you doing the right thing. F that. I'm just like you. I do the same thing. Just in my opinion, you guys, that wasn't wise. Okay? That wasn't wise. When you see someone like that, and even though you can love them, and even though you may feel a certain way in your heart, if you have their best interest, you have to tell them what's best for them. Okay. And agreeing with his BS, which a lot of them do, in my opinion, tells me they do not have his best interests. They don't have his best interest by saying, you did a good job calling your daughter's mother a B. And he didn't just call her a B. He said, I hope you burn in hell. I hope you burn in hell. Like, that's way more than just calling her a B. So for them to say, you did your big one, you did good, I support you, no, you did right. And I even heard one of them say, no, you should have said more. They don't have his best interests at all. They don't have his best interest for the future. They're thinking about right now. They're not thinking about, because just like Jenny said something that was very important, right? If somebody wants to pick you up, he calls himself an actor, a motivational speaker, a rapper, all this, whatever. If somebody want to pick you up for a part, right? Somebody want to pick you up to play a role in this movie, or, they want to pick you up, do this, that, and then they hear that you just say, I wish you burn in hell, you be, and stuff like that. That can very well get you out of having having something great happening to you or come your way. You know what I mean? An opportunity that you may have gotten, but then they find out that you said something like that. That you miss out on your blessings. You know what I'm saying? You can be missed out on your blessings, and not just him, but all of us, like even me, right? That's why I thank God that I am retired because let's just say that I wasn't, and I'm looking for a job, and all the things that I've said out here on the internet, you think somebody gonna hire me? That's why I'm glad I'm retired. You know what I'm saying? So I'm retired, thank God, but that's why you got to be careful how you move on the internet, you know, and your mouth. You have to understand, you got to be careful with that. But he could be tricked out, not tricked, but he could be miss out on opportunities for the things that he said out of his mouth. And so listen, look how many deals Brianna lost over what she did. Remember they went and told a panel, more than one, but this one particular one, they told that she was charged with, that picture. And what did they do? Pull the plug. Matter of fact, Megan Good said, I don't want my name associated with that, with nothing that has to do with that. So they pulled the plug. So all I'm saying is you got to be careful with your actions out on the internet because it can haunt your future. It can stunt your growth. You cannot actually move forward in some areas with your mouth. So exactly. Thank you, Rita. You said the exact thing I'm looking for. Block your blessings. That's what it is. So he don't realize doing that tape, even though he was angry, right? He always say, God got me. So if God got you, he should have took it to the Lord. He should have cried out to God. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, he should have cried like, Lord, I'm pissed. I'm mad. I'm furious. I'm hurt. This is painful and I'm pissed off, Lord. And guess what? I guarantee you, tell me that you ain't never got on your knees and cried out to the Lord and he just left you down there. Tell me that. Tell me that you ain't never got on your knees. If you are into God, if you ain't, then that's one thing. But if you are into God and you done got on your hands and knees and you done cried out to him and you say, Lord, I need you to fix it. I can't do this on my own. I can't fight this battle. I'm angry. I'm hurt. I'm in pain. Tell me he ain't come to your aid. Tell me he ain't fixed it for you. Now, he may not fix it right then and there, but when you get up from crying your eyes out, you're going to feel a whole lot better. And then you're going to see things moving. You're going to see mountains moving. You want to know why? Because when you cry out before the Lord, because that's what he wants us to do, right? And tell me, I'm not the only one that has been in situations where I've had to cry out to the Lord over something, right? My own divorce, my last divorce, I had to cry out to the Lord. You tell me he don't be right there to pick you up. You tell me he don't fight your battle. Next thing you know, you see mountains being moved. And you're like, oh my God, like, dang, he don't play about me. It may not happen right then and there. You're going to feel good because you cleansed it all. You laid it down and you gave it to God. But you can't come out here hollering, God got me, God got me, God got me. Every day for 2 years, God got me, God got me, God got me, God got me. And then you take it upon your own self to do what you want to do, right? And then you have a bunch of supporters behind you telling you did it right. No, if God got you, let him have you. If God got you, let him fight your battle. That proves right there. He never cried out to the Lord, right? Now, I ain't going to say he didn't, but I mean, I could say that because if he cried out to the Lord, now why isn't he waiting for God to take control and do what he gonna do, right? We be praying to God, doing this, and then take matters into our own hand. How we do that? So don't say God got you if you ain't gonna let him have you, period. Don't say it, you know? So anyway, and somebody mentioned Corey Hardwick. Trust me, that divorce caught him off guard. That man showed that he was hurt. Corey came out here and showed us hurt in his face. Corey Hardwick was hurt that Tia, his wife, was divorcing him. And not just divorcing him, but she was allowing rumors to go around that she was divorcing him because he was broke and couldn't pay the bills. That man was hurt. And look what God did. He didn't come out here not one day to defame his wife. He didn't come out here to say, you a lying bitch. You a liar mother. You know, he didn't come out here and do none of that. That man signed this year in 2024 a $5 million contract. Do you understand what I'm saying? $5 million contract. Why? Because he let God handle it. He let God handle it. Not only did he let God handle it, he came out and said, you know what? He said everything that was put out here on the internet was not true, but her and I know the truth. He said, but it's my job to protect her. Why? Because she is the mother of my kids. That's what he said. He said everything that came out is not true, but she and I know the truth. Right there tell you that a lot of the stuff that was out here wasn't right? But he didn't tell us what part was right and what part was wrong. He just said everything that came out here was not true, but her and I know the truth. He said, but it's my job to protect her. Why? Because she's the mother of my kids. He signed a $5 million movie gig. It was put out that he was broke. He had no money. He was depending on her to take care of him, and she didn't want to take care of him no more, so she divorced him. That's what was put out to the internet. She never came out and said, come on, you guys. That's not true. That's not true, right? She said Tasha K wanted to talk about Tia, and he would not feed into her bullshit. See, that's what I'm saying, right? And so now $5 million, he got a contract with Tyler Perry for $5 million. This man was looked at like he was broke. He was out here a broke, poor actor. And your wife left you because you was broke. You was poor. You weren't paying no bills, this, that, and the other, whatever. And he didn't come out and say, it even came out that he cheated on her, remember? Now, he did come out and say, he didn't come out and say anything. He just put on his Instagram lies. Y'all remember that? Corey said lies. Somebody said he cheated on her, he had an affair, whatever. All he said was lies. That was it. Lies. He said lies. So anyway, all I'm saying, $5 million. He signed a deal this year, $5 million. Even Jonelle, even though we can feel how we feel about Jonelle, right? But have Jonelle opened his mouth? Have Jonelle came out here and said, well, hold on, you guys, hold on, wait a minute. I may have done this, that, and the other, but she did this, that, and the other. Did he say that? No. Jonelle just ignored everything. Jonelle got 2 movies that's coming out in 2025. 2. Not 1, but 2. Now, I don't know how much he getting paid unless they're going to put it out there, but he got 2 movies coming out in 2025. And let me tell you something. These people contacted they did TMZ. They was adding TMZ, hashtag TMZ, Shade Room, CNN, Fox. You remember that? They was hitting up all the important people. They was contacting his manager. They was doing all of that. And his management team said, ignore. Say nothing. Say nothing. He got a PR said, say nothing. Say nothing. Because when you entertain it, what do they say? If you water it, it will grow. How many times have we heard that? If you water it, it will grow. If you water bullshit, it's going to grow. If you water flowers, it's going to grow. If you water love, it's going to grow. If you water something, it will grow. It will grow. If LaTruth had just let Brianna spin out of control and not said anything, Brianna would have looked like a plum fool out here on social media. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? She would have looked like the fool, and he wouldn't have. But he can't see that far. And his supporters. Now, I'm just going to be honest. His supporters did him dirty. They encouraged him to continue on. I've heard some of them. No, speak your truth, True. Say what you got to say, True. Do this, True. No, fight, True. Do this. They continued to feed him the BS. They could have just said, hey, let God have you. Let God really have you. Let God deal with it, bro. Let God deal with it, but they didn't. They encouraged him to come out here and continue to say and do the things that he was saying and doing. They encouraged it, and that's why he's lost, I ain't going to say everything because, whatever, but he took a big hit. Big hit. She said women are usually the ones that go off. Men don't usually do this mess RH is doing. Exactly. Even the turkey leg hut guy. I told y'all about this before. His wife came out with a black eye. Ooh, both 2 black eyes. Remember, she had 2 black eyes. Busted lip. She looked it bad. She looked it horrible. That man should have been straight canceled. He didn't say nothing. He didn't say nothing. They still going through the divorce. He's still losing his wife, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot. But guess what? He didn't say nothing. He didn't say nothing. So guess what? No one drug him. Why? Because he didn't say nothing. We even tried to drag him. But how you gonna drag somebody that don't say nothing? You know what I'm saying? He didn't say nothing. She said, that's what Safari did. He just let Erica spin out of control. Exactly. And that's when people say, nah, it's you, sis. It's you, sis. No, you the crazy one, sis. You got issues, sis. No, something is wrong with you, sis. You bitter, sis. No, they encouraged him to continue doing what he was doing and throwing those subliminals, going on those tours. He went on a whole bunch of tours talking about his baby mama and all this stuff or whatever. You know, she did this, she did, and then she started lying. She took me 8.9 million page, 8.3 million, 7 million, 8 million, 9 million. She took my page. She did this, she did that, she did this. I was abused and da. He just did the most. He should have just listen. He should have just let her come out here and say and did whatever. Right? And guess what? She would have looked like the fool. Now it looks flipped because she's got quiet and stopped saying things. Now people are like, oh, you're not over her. You so obsessed. You this, you that, you that. And she gone on. Her views is viewing. She's still able to take care of her kids. She about to move into an 8-bedroom house. I mean, look, she moved on. She doing her thing, right? She stopped entertaining the BS, you know? And he's upset about it, you know? Exactly, Shalandra. When you talk like that, you will expose yourself. You will. When you're talking like that and spinning out of control, you will expose yourself. Somebody told me one day, they was like, when you're doing when a police officer doing an interrogation, sometimes they'll stop asking you questions and let you just talk, right? Because eventually you're gonna talk to where they're gonna find out everything the hell that happened because you're gonna sit there and tell on yourself. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to let him talk. And that's what he did. He showed his hands. He sure did. Robert's sister portrayed her own brother and sister-in-law, and the other sisters always shaking the can for cash apps. Yep, she did. They won't even tell him when he is wrong. Got him thinking that he is right with everything he does. That's not support. Exactly. Monique, 100%, I agree with you. When you can't be honest with someone that you love, right? Someone that you care about, you should be able to be honest with them. You should say, bruh, now that right there, you was wrong. They can't do it. But I think the content creators can't do it because they're afraid of the supporters. The supporters can't do it because they are enablers. We have to stop being enablers, you know? She said, a person got to get to the point. The greatest gift is love. Yep, he showed his hand. Yep. But Safari shouldn't still be giving Erica the D. That is what makes her go crazy. She doesn't need no help in that area. We all know she is cray. I believe everything Bree said he did now. You just now believing it? Usher was accused. Yes, girl. She said Usher was accused and sued by several people for purposely giving people herpes, and he said nothing. And he had a show in Las Vegas, did a Super Bowl, and now it is on a world tour. Girl, what you just said? Girl, he just settled some things out of court. You know what I'm saying? He done been accused a few times, and he ain't said shit. Usher ain't said nothing, and yes, honey, girl, he shows up. She sell out of every damn show in Las Vegas. You hear me? He'll be packed up in there. He be making mad money. You hear me? Super Bowl World Tour at Las Vegas. Listen, he ain't said shit. I'm telling you, sometimes it takes having a PR because even though when you want to say something, your PR say, don't say nothing. Nothing. You hear me? Nothing. But yeah. That's what they tell you even when you get stopped by the cops. What do they say? You have a right to remain silent, and the lawyer say, remain silent. Don't say shit. Don't say nothing. How many times have they said the lawyer tell you don't say nothing? Don't say nothing. Nothing. You know? So I don't know. I thought that him and Brianna had a PR at one time, but I don't know because, honey, if they had a PR, they damn sure wasn't listening to their PR. You hear me? Because a PR keep you from doing exactly this, having ongoing beef. Just like you remember when Jay-Z and Beyonce's sister got into it in that elevator? They didn't say nothing about it. Now she Beyonce said something about it in her song. She kind of like, she said she did a verse or something in the song. She said shit go down in the elevator, something like that or whatever. But they didn't come out here and try to explain to the world what's going on. It's not necessary. You know what I mean? You got PRs that say you need to dead that. Don't say nothing about that. Let it die. Let it die. Let it die. Let it die. You water it, it will grow. You feed it, it will grow. You know? I'm telling you, she said, right now I'm still having complications. I haven't gotten a membership due to me being out of work. I enjoy watching you. Oh, thank you, Nay. Thank you, Nay. Nay, where you work at? There's so many jobs out here that you can go to now. Delta is hiring. Delta hires for stay-at-home work. I don't know if you know anything about that. She said they keep saying Ja left Bree. He's going. Where is Ja? But why aren't they asking where is season? Child, I don't know, honey. Because they just want to believe what they want to believe. They want him to be gone because they want her to be left with nothing. I honestly feel that they're sad at this point because they were fed a bunch of lies, told things like, oh, she's going to jail. She's going to lose custody of the child. She's going to lose her page. They would promise a lot of things, and ain't nothing that they was promised from those abusers of Brianna have come to play. She didn't lose nothing. She didn't lose her child. She didn't go to jail. I mean, she went, but she didn't go to jail like they really thought she was going to go to jail. She went to the holding cell for 2 hours. She didn't even really go to the holding cell. They took over the processing. It just took 2 hours to process, And but nothing happened. They thought, oh, Robert gonna get custody of the child. Like everything that they wanted for her, nothing happened. So and that's when people start saying, oh, I want to come fight you. I want to beat you up. That's when you had older people talking about, oh, when I see you, I'm going to do this to you. I'm going to do that to you. And just craziness, all because they were fed a whole bunch of lies about her. They, oh my God, up and down. They lied on that girl so much. Now, if anything, I'm not saying Bree was perfect by no means. However, I do believe that Brianna cried out to the Lord. I believe she cried out to the Lord a few times. And only thing I can say is because of my trust in God. And, I believe that her crying out to him, he cleansed her soul. And he's also put a hedge of protection around her. So nothing that they can do is going to harm her. You understand what I'm saying? See, a lot of people want to sit here and try to make it seem like, oh, you a devil, you evil, and and all this stuff or whatever. And they wishing bad upon her. But you got to think about it. She cried out to the Lord. We know she have because we know she was in church quite a bit. So she's cried out to the Lord several times about this situation. So you can't tell me that God hasn't put, a shell around her to protect her. You can't tell me that. You cannot tell me that all them people that came after her, oh, you can't tell me that he ain't put protection around her. I believe he absolutely did. She came a long way. She's working on herself beautifully. Yeah. So exactly. I believe that. She said the thing Usher, Chris Brown, Corey, and Ja all have in common is talent, something RH does not possess. So whether he talked or be quiet, no one is checking for him. But you know what, Tangela, I have to disagree with you on that one. Even though he may not have the talent that they have, everybody have a talent, right? And Robert does have a talent. Robert's talent is persuasion. Robert has a gift of persuasion. Look how many people he got believing his bullshit. Your talent might not be singing, rapping, dancing, acting or playing the piano or something like that. But everybody has a talent, and his talent is persuasion. That man can come on here and start off, but you got to think the people that he's persuading are, in my opinion, and let me just not say that, but anyway, he has a talent of persuasion. Okay, he's good at it. Narcissists are very good at gaslighting and love bombing, and so that's a talent. So trust, he has a talent, but I just don't believe that he relied on God the way he screamed it. God got me, God got me, God got me. I don't think that he actually believed that, because if you believed what you said out of your mouth, if I sat here for 365 days, time 2, screaming, God got me, God got me, God got me, it ain't no way 2 years later I would be angry over a lie, honey. Because when I tell you God would have healed my heart, and God would have came and intervened, you understand what I'm saying? God would have took care of this thing for me. So there's no way you can believe that God got you if 2 years later you still trying to fight a battle of your own. And even wanting, because he was like, I hope you find in your heart to fix this. Even wanting her to fix it, right? He's saying, I hope you burn in hell, but I hope you find in your heart to fix it. But the fact that he even want her to come fix it, to me, is he don't believe that God got him. Because let me tell you something, baby. When God got you, you don't need somebody that did you wrong to fix nothing. Do you hear me? You don't need them to fix nothing, honey, because God gonna fix it for you. You understand what I'm saying? If you sit and wait on somebody that did you wrong, or you claim did you wrong, if you sitting on and waiting for them to fix it, honey, you're going to grow old waiting, baby. But let me tell you something. If you give it to God and you let God really have you, God will fix it for you. You wouldn't need her to fix it. You wouldn't need nobody to fix it. God gonna fix it. He gonna fix it. You don't need her to come out here and be like, oh, I lied on you. You don't need that. You don't need that, Robert's personality, how he carries himself, how he moves, how he talks, his actions, that speaks for itself. You don't need somebody else to come out here and say, okay, I lied on him. No. People would have known that she lied on you by your actions, right? The truth don't need no defending. And let me say that one more time. Let me say it several more times. The truth does not need defending, okay? It doesn't need defending. The truth, you're going to be able to tell if the person is honest or truthful. It doesn't need defending, right? You don't need to go on no 2-year tour of trying to defend your name or defend a lie. No, it doesn't need defending. No, you tell on yourself when you go 2 years trying to prove that you're right. You telling the whole world that you did what the hell they said you did. Because nobody that's innocent is going to go 2 years screaming that they're innocent about a lie. Okay? And I'm not talking about no lie that get you locked up in prison and, taken off the street and away from your family. I'm talking about a lie that just, embarrassed you on the internet. You know what I mean? This wasn't worth it. He wasted 2 years of his life trying to defend something somebody said about him on the internet. On the internet. What did it do? It did nothing. The only thing it did was you divorced. That's it. It ain't take no money out of his pocket, unless you want to make it seem like the money she was making was his, they just split up. That's it. So anyway, the truth don't need defending. If he's right and he believed that God got him, is no way, and I mean no way, that he would be out here continually to do the things that he's doing, saying the things that he's saying, making diss tracks, this, that, and the other. Even with me, I've called Robert all types of names. Trust me, I have, right? Him even coming back and forth with me. He don't believe God got him, because if he believed God got him, he'd be like, Lord, take care of her. Take care of her more. Take care of her. Whatever name you want to call me, take care of her. I'm not going back and forth with her. Take care of her, right? It is what it is. But I'm going back and forth with him because, honey, my numbers are growing. No, I'm just kidding. I'm like, hey, okay, if you want to go there, let's go, boo. But I do believe that a lot of the things that Brianna said was absolutely 100% true. I don't believe that everything that she said was true. I know that everything she said wasn't true, but the things that she said about him, as far as the mental, emotional, and she said it wasn't all physical, but the dragging, the pushing, the shoving, and the choking. He did that. He absolutely did that. He did those things, Now, whether he did it to cause harm or fear, it doesn't matter. He did it, and he kicked her, but she kicked him too. Like she told me, they tussled in that damn house. So they tussled. The hell they did, They tussled in that house, And the broken finger, right? Now, do I think that he intentionally broke a finger? No, but it broke in the midst of them tussling, and they did that often. That was not the first time, and I think that's what he wanted to try to pretend like they've never tussled before. I think he even said that before, that they've never tussled before. It's just a lie. It's just not true. He told so many lies that, and then they have to come back and say, yeah, well, she kicked me and then I kicked her. Like, dude, you told so many lies that you ain't even realize that you said that you ain't never, ever, ever put hands on her. And even if when she hit you, you never hit her back. Like, you lied. He should have I think he would have came out better and said, you know what? We have not done anything more than normal couples do, right? He could have clearly came out and said, you know what? We haven't done no more than normal couples do, right? We've argued. We've called each other names. We've tussled. And I believe that Brianna would have agreed to that, And even if he would have came out and said, you know what, maybe I was controlling, didn't realize I was controlling. Maybe when I did get mad, I kicked her and her family out the house, her kids out the house, but I begged her to come back the same night, whatever. If he would have just been honest about some things, but no, he didn't want to be honest. He didn't want to take any of it. So anyway, and for them to come in and be like, girl, you lying. That didn't happen in your own house. What you just said happened in your home didn't happen in your home. I was there. I saw it. It didn't happen. Like, come on. They was acting mad weird, Mad weird. That didn't happen in your house. What you just said happened. You lied on him. That didn't happen. And how in the world can they say something like that when they wasn't there? It just sounds so bizarre to me. You cannot tell somebody something happened to them or that didn't happen to them when you were not there. That's all I'm saying. And it's just, the irony of it all is a lot of them that said that she was lying about what happened in her own home actually got on their own panels and started saying the things that happened to them. Like, hold on. How you expect us to believe that you was in a narcissistic, abusive relationship when you just said she wasn't? You know what I'm saying? How you going? Why should we believe that you was in one if you don't want us to believe that she was in one? And then just a little privilege I did have, I guess you want to call it privilege or whatever, that I had to talk to some people behind the scene, and they telling me, nah, we don't believe that he didn't do anything to her. We just don't like the fact that she embarrassed him. She embarrassed him with that photo and showed his taxes and this, that, and the other. And she made a black man look weak. And no, we don't think some of the things that he do is right. We know it's not right, but she embarrassed him. So we're going to support him because of that. Like, okay, well, you actually didn't support him because you enabled him. You enabled him to come out and do worse, So anyway, happy birthday, Nay. Happy birthday. She said, thank you all and thanks for the birthday wishes. I'm just processing one day at a time. Happy birthday, Nay. Truth will always come out even if you never say a word. Hence, Bree went silent and he continued to talk. Look whose skeletons are popping out of the closet. Exactly. But a lot of his supporters, like the ones that did support him on his Robert Hampton page, was literally saying, we've been telling you to leave us alone and you won't leave it alone. Until you leave it alone, we're not going to support you no more. So we're going to, and they put him on mute, like, I think you can kind of, instead of unfollowing someone, I think you can, let me see how you call it. Instead of you unfollowing them, I think you can like silence them. Let me see right quick. I think you can like silence somebody for a little while. And I think that's what they did with him. A lot of them was like, hey, I'll come back when you stop talking about your divorce or whatever, right? Or your breakup, because they didn't want to hear about it no more, Yes, that's why it's questionable. He has never did anything according to him. And some footage she showed clearly showed he had abusive behaviors. Absolutely. He just, he lied a lot. No one even called him out for the lie he told, that the reason why he called her 13 B's. He first came out to the internet and said that it's because she just told him she slept with another man. Do y'all not remember that? That was the first lie he told. Remember? He said that she said that she slept with another man and he was hurt. So that's why he said he called her all those names, because she slept with another man. Oh, yeah, that's right, Sean. Snooze for 30 days. Okay. Thank you, baby. But yeah, that was the first lie he came out with, Oh, she just told me she slept with another man, and that's why I called her all day, because he didn't know she had the other part of the recording, She said, yeah, that skit of his running and laying in the bed. Exactly, J-Lu. Exactly that. Hey, beautiful. Hey, J-Lu. Exactly that. Because he didn't know that she had the other half. Hey, Jerry. And she said, hey, Amor, I just woke up to tinkle. And here you are. Oh, okay. I'm not going to be on here long. I wasn't even supposed to come on here long. I just didn't, I don't know if you heard all the noise, but I just didn't like the way it was going. And I'm just like, that's not what we represent. And that's not what we trying to do. We ain't trying to, we ain't trying to move like that. I'm not trying to move like that. I'm just going to say that. I'm not trying to move like that. But anyway, yeah, so he didn't know that it was another part of the recording. So he was just saying whatever. None of his family members knew it was a part of the recording. So they was repeating what he said. It was just crazy. But then when they found out that it was another part of the recording, they're like, oh, crap. So, but anywho. Oh, my God, it's crazy, you guys. But, that part, no one is trying to even, I hope not, trying to prove whether or not he was right or she was right, or he was wrong or she was wrong. Ain't nobody trying to prove that no more, We just want, them to co-parent in peace. But the thing about it is, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. I'm just going to be honest. And that's because we are experiencing a whole full-grown bitter man. He is 100% bitter. You cannot say you're not bitter, especially somebody that wanted the divorce. So he claims there's no way after all this time you still gonna be acting the way you acting. No way, absolutely no way. What happened with you and Queen Fee? She upset, said you downplayed people threatening her. That's not true, Lisa. I didn't downplay it. No, that's not true. Hopefully she didn't say that. That's not true. No one downplayed it. It's just that, I just don't think if, how that saying two wrongs don't make it right. I just didn't want what happened to Tamika to happen to her, because I know how sometimes people can be grimy. So I can't sit here and say you threaten me, and then I turn around and threaten you back. And then all of a sudden, if you go and call the cops on me, now I'm in trouble. What leverage do I have? That's all I'm saying. Like, you have to just be careful with what you do, because then the judge is going to be like, okay, let me give you an example. Toya, when Toya was trying to sue Brianna, right? She wasn't the only one, but Toya and her family, thought it was so funny. When they was trying to sue Brianna, and it was for her calling a CPS, Toya had turned around and did it herself. So it's like, how can you want to get somebody in trouble for calling a CPS when you did it back to her? You crossed it out. You know what I mean? What is that called in math? Process of elimination or something like that? What is it called when you do something to somebody and they do it right back to you? What is it called? You cross it out, right? I don't know what it's called, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. That's what happened. You crossed it out. You don't have an argument. So anyway, she said it's so hard to co-parent with the narcissist. Oh, I agree. I mean, I can't, I agree, even though I've never had to co-parent with a narcissist, but I can only imagine somebody having to co-parent with a narcissist from me learning different things about what narcissists are. Oh man, honey, I know it has to be so hard. You know what I mean? She said cancel out. That's right, QC. That's the word I'm looking for. You cancel it out. You know, you cancel it out. If that person say this to you, you say that back, you just cancel out. Neither one of y'all have a fight. Neither one of y'all have a fight at that point. That's what I'm trying to say, you know? Tit for tat. They're even now. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It can't hold weight if you have come back and did something just as wrong. But didn't Sierra call CPS on Toya not breathe? She did. She did. Sierra did do it. But Toya wants to say Brianna incited her to do it. Okay, that's fine and dandy. But Toya called on them, which means she has no argument no more. So when she took that to the lawyer, not telling him, oh yeah, and I called on her too. So you don't have a fight. You can't say, she did this to me and it bothered me and it hurt my kids and now they're going to the medical, they're going to counseling. They can't sleep at night. They so worried, this, that, and the other. Okay, well, what did you do with her kids? Because you called them on her kids. So you can't do that. You can't. That's why you can't. That's why a lawyer would tell you you cannot take matters into your own hands. You cannot. I don't know if a lawyer tell you that, or a police officer, but you can't take matters in your own hands. Once you take matters in your own hands, then what's your fight? What's your argument? You have no defense. You got to keep your defense. It takes two mature individuals to co-parent. She is progressing and he is degressing. So right now is not possible. Unfortunately, Bree has a very bitter baby daddy with the victim mentality. Sad. Yes. And oh Lord, man, that's going to be a long, she going to have to be real tough, That's going to be real tough. Lisa said, very true. You mess yourself up. Exactly. You mess yourself up when, good night, Rachel. How are you? Oh, she said, good morning, the morning chat. Oh, good morning. What time is it? Oh, it's one. Yeah. Good morning. But you do mess yourself up when you take things into your own hands. You mess yourself up. You do. I would rather have the leverage myself. I understand being upset. Trust me, I understand. And she has every right to be upset. I would be mad if somebody sent somebody to my house. I would be furious. But trust me when I tell you, I'm going to dial 911. Okay? And the reason being is because I want them to know, even if it happens while they're on their way, I want them to know that this is what's going on. Hello, officer. I was just told that somebody is getting ready to pull up over my house to harm me and my family. I just want you guys to know that I am going to exercise my Second Amendment right. I will defend my home, but I just want you guys to know I'm not feeling this right now. I'm pissed off. I'm upset. I don't take this lightly, and I'm just giving you guys a warning. Trust me, they'll be over there so fast and, either waiting for these people or getting, tag numbers or whatever the case may be. I'm just saying just in case, even if they don't come right then and there, they come in the middle of the night, you have protected your home. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that she shouldn't be angry and outraged. Yes, but being angry and outraged and not doing the paper trail or protecting yourself, like really protecting yourself legally, in my opinion, is not wise. Because there's a lot of people that thought self-defense was going to get them off, and it did not. Y'all remember the guy? You remember the guy that pulled into the gas station in Florida? Florida's a stand your ground state. He pulled into the gas station in Florida. It was, I want to say, either 3 or 4 black guys in the car blasting their rap music. He was a white guy. He didn't like the rap music, right? He's like, turn that shit down, or whatever the case may be, whatever he said, turn that down. They got smart with him and said no, or whatever they said. He said, I said, turn it down, and they didn't turn it down. But one of the guys got back in the car, and the white guy said the black guy was reaching for something. That's what he was trying to say. He said he thought he was reaching for something. and he let off rounds into the car. I don't know if it was like 4 rounds or 9 rounds, but it was quite a few rounds that he let off in the vehicle, and he unalived someone, right? I want to say the last name of the guy was Davis or something like that. He let off these rounds. He went to court trying to say it was self-defense. Now, he sped off. He sped off, ordered a pizza, went home, ate the pizza, whatever the case may be with his crazy ass or whatever, right? But they got his license plate, so they found him. He tried to say it was self-defense or stand your ground, because he tried to say when the guy reached back in the vehicle that he thought the guy was about to grab a weapon and unalive him. Well, that man got life. He in prison for life. He lost his freedom. I'm sure he probably was living some fabulous life, right? He in Florida, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Jordan, what's his last name? I thought it was Davis, but I think he said, yeah, Jordan Davis. Yeah, that's it. Listen, I'm sure this white guy, what was the white guy's name? I can't remember, but I'm sure the white guy was living a fabulous life, right? He was able to come and go as he pleased. He probably had a home. You understand what I'm saying? He probably had a little money. He probably had a nice job or a business because he drove a nice vehicle, right? He probably was living a fabulous life, and he was engaged to a woman, so they were supposed to be getting married. Listen, when I tell you, at a blink of an eye, because of a bad decision, he lost his livelihood. He lost his livelihood. His total livelihood gone. Prison forever. I don't know if it's forever, but I think life. But he done. All because he made a bad decision. He made a bad decision. So, and he ain't the only one. That lady, that white lady that just recently, right? The white lady that the neighbor, the black girl was getting into it. This Florida again, y'all. They were getting into it back and forth, back and forth. I think it was Florida. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. They was getting into it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But the black girl walked over to the white lady house to find out why. I think she tore up one of her son's toys or something like that. But she went over there to say, why did you do this, right? And the white lady shot her through the door. And you want to know why? Because she felt like, oh, she's on my property. She's at my door. So I have the right to defend myself, right? So she shot her through the door. And guess what? She's in prison. Why? Well, because prosecution say she wasn't trying to get in. She wasn't trying to break in your house. She was just snatching at the door, right? Telling you to open the door, you know? So, but because the white lady, they said she didn't break down the door. There was no signs of forced entry whatsoever. It was not even a sign of an attempt forced entry. And because of that, that white lady is in prison. So you can't take, that's all I'm saying. Sometimes you can't take matters in your own hand because, you know, you're going to be in prison thinking about it a year later, like, God dang it, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? She said, I remember this too. Oh my God, the world is a cruel place. It is a cruel place. It's called mind your business. People need to learn that you can't treat grown people like your children. Yeah, you can't. You can't. She wasn't a threat. That's right, Belinda. That's what the prosecution proved too, that she was not a threat. The lady didn't have nothing in her hand. You know what I mean? She didn't have nothing in her hand. And then and they said that the white lady went and got her GUN and popped her through the door. Popped her through the door. And now she's in prison. And the thing about it is, she thought she was going to get off. That lady thought she was going to get off. And that lady was pretty heavy set. Did y'all see how she changed? She was a heavy set lady. She went from a heavy set to a real shriveled up, wrinkled. Well, I shouldn't say that, but you know what I'm saying. She deteriorated in what, a year? How long it took for them to go to trial? Let me look it up right quick. Hold on. I think it was Florida. me see. Yep, she was 60. Oh my God, lady was 60 years old. All right, I'm gonna show you a before picture and then I'm gonna show you an afterwards, okay? So this is a before. Look at this lady, y'all. Look, I'm sounding like Robert. I'm trying to teach y'all something. Look at this lady right here. This is her before, okay? This is how she looked when she first came in. Can y'all see how big she is? Now look at her afterwards. Let me get a picture of her right here. So look at, this is her before. You see her? That's her before. Oh, look, this is her when she got sentenced. Look at her. It don't even look like the same lady, does it? Look at her. This is when she got charged. She got charged. She hollered self-defense, and they said, She got charged, and then this was her the day she got sentenced. You see the difference? It don't even look like the same lady, does it? Look, boom, boom. Does she look like the same lady? No, not to me. No way she looked like the same lady to me. But this is the young lady that lost her life. Because she went over there to talk to her. She went over there to talk to her about her son. You know? And that's what happened. So, and let me see how long she got. She got sentenced to 30 years. Oh, my God. And she already 60. So she got 30 years. 30 years at 60 years old in Florida. 30 years. God damn. All because she wanted to take matters into her own hands. 30 years. I ain't trying to be tricked off the street like that. She said, worry weight comes off extremely fast. Yes, see, I ain't trying to lose weight like that. She said, see, I would love to hear other stories like that because other corny stories is boring now and characters have no storyline. Yeah, you're right. I've told stories like this before. A lot of people don't think that I've covered other stuff, but I have. You know what I mean? But you know, people love drama. I will tell you that. But I've covered stuff like this. But me and Jenny talk. We're going to get back into stories like this. Now, I don't want to be no crime storyteller or whatever, because a lot of those videos get flagged because some of the things that you say in there. So they get flagged for 24 hours and then, you know, but anyway, but I will go over stories like this, you know, stuff interesting, but not all the gruesome crime stories. I'm not going to be no exclusive crime storyteller, but I will speak on things like this. She said, yeah, it's not worth it at all. Trust me, my poor mother has worried herself over my brother. It affects too many. Yes, Lisa, trust me. Oh, man, I've been there before, too. Well, I've sat there and worried about my son. But, honey, sometimes you got to let them worry about themselves. You hear me? Sometimes you got to let them worry about themselves. And the moment you allow them to worry about themselves, they'll straighten up. They'll realize, listen, my mama ain't even checking for me no more. My mama ain't even, you know, she ain't stressing out and losing weight over me no more because I did that, too, you know? She says they've been whooping that butt in jail. Oh, you think they got her in jail? You think they beat her up? I don't know, and her charge was, she was found guilty for manslaughter. But I ain't even know manslaughter, you get 30 years. Let me see how much they gave her. Hold on. It says she faced 30 years. Let's see what they gave her. I think they did give her 30 years. Let me see. Isn't 30 years past life? Man, that's a long time. At 60 years old, it don't even matter how many years they gave you. And she claimed self-defense, but at 60 years old, oh my God. But they say that she, hold on, let me see. Let me see something. It still say up to 30 years. What did they give her though? Anyway, it just says up to 30 years. I don't see the exact one, but 30 years is a long time. But any years, you didn't turn 60 years old, man. That means you lived. You know what I'm saying? You lived a good life. So to get tricked off the street at 60 years old, that's crazy work. She said, my mom does the same shit over my grown-ass brother. Listen, your mama need that talk. Somebody had to give me that talk before Red. You hear me? To be honest, a sergeant major gave me the talk. She was like, Captain, you're going to have to stop worrying about him. He got your DNA running through his blood. He going to be fine. She said, hey, let him do him right now. She said, but you up here worrying about him, stressing yourself out about him. You know what I mean? You know, you caring about him more than he caring about himself. You caring about his safety more than he caring about his safety. You caring about his freedom more than he caring about his own freedom, right? She said, give him to God. She was one of them praying sergeant majors. She said, give him back to God. And I had to do that. I had to give my son back to God, but I gave him back to God at, earlier in his early 20s. And guess what? God took him, shook him up a little bit, put his arms around him and said, you okay? You okay? And now he's 33 and I could not ask for a better son, love him to death, and he's doing good. Ain't got in trouble since. Thank God. I mean, knock on wood. I mean, my son told me, he was like, Ma, you can't let me go to jail. You can't let me go to jail. Boy, I was so too stressed out. Too stressed out. I probably would have done my son time. You know what I'm saying? That's just how involved I was at the time. I was so worried for him. I probably would have been like, all right, y'all just give me the time. Give me the time. I'll do it. I'll do the 10 years. Give it to me. Give it to me. But he ain't never spent a night in jail, ever, ever, ever. And all I could do is thank God on that one. Thank God. He ain't never spent a night in jail. Never. Never. He was in a holding cell and I got him out. But I had to tell him, the next time is on you, bro. Because I refused to be stressed out, worried. Next time on you. She said, no, me and my father tried. She stuck, honey. I had to let go from being on her over him. That shit was stressing me out. Wow. How old is your brother? I got a cousin that did 30 flat years, but she went at 17 years old. She's out now. She strapped her boyfriend while the police had him in handcuffs. I mean, she stapled her boyfriend. She got 30 years for stapling? What? Wait a minute. Hold on. She what? Stabbed? You mean stabbed? What she do? Oh, stabbed. Okay. Thought you meant like she took the staple gun and I was like, she got 30 years for that shit. Let me rethink what I got in my office. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Dang, why he was in handcuffs and they gave her 30 years? Damn, at 17? That's a lot. Long time. She said, yes, my brother did 10 years by guilty of association. Wow. That's crazy work. That's crazy. So I've never had any issues with my son. He's 40, girl. But thank God he is 48 way older than me. Nah, your mama should not be worrying about no damn 48 old. Your mama need her butt kicked, Red. You tell her I said it, honey. Ain't no way. Nah, I refuse to do that. She's hurting herself. She's hurting herself bad. Ain't no way I'm about to be stressed over no child that old. He ain't no child. That's a whole grown. He's supposed to be worried about her. He's supposed to be taking care of her. Oh, no. Oh, no, indeed. No, indeed. You know that's close to my age. He almost half of 100. Ain't no way. No way. No, mama. And he wrong to even be putting her through anything. He gonna be the main one bawling at the funeral. You wait. He gonna be bawling at the funeral, acting a plum fool all over the place, stumbling all over the casket and everything. Watch. He gonna be bawling at the funeral. He should be ashamed of himself at that age, putting his mama through anything. Heck no, he should be ashamed, shame. Absolute shame. My son was young, like 2021, being a knucklehead. Probably was 19, shoot, now I think about it. But he was young. Anyway, y'all, but I wasn't even supposed to be on here as long. I just wanted to come on here, I ain't even know. See, I got a super chat. Thank you, Binky Bink. I appreciate that. I do. I appreciate y'all. Oh, let me give some shout. I know that people are ain't in here. I'll do it tomorrow. She said, why we not talking about Justin Dean last live? It was juicy. Oh, he did a live? Hot coffee. When did he do a live, girl? Did he do a live? Hold on. I ain't know he did a live. I thought he did a hold on. Give me a second. Oh, sure. Wait a minute. Did he take his son? Oh, okay. Duh. Defending my reputation from a thieving nanny. Oh, y'all didn't tell me that. Why y'all didn't tell me that? Hot coffee. You were supposed to tell me that, baby. She's probably like, I'm telling you now. Wait a minute. Let me go and get it. He had a lot of little views too, I see. Hold on. Oh, he got 165,000 views on this. Let me grab it right quick. Just in case he tried to delete it. Give me a second. Right quickly. Hold on. Let me download this thing. All right, I got it. All right, I'm going to look at it when we get off. Oh, my goodness. She said it was juicy. Girl, see, that's what I'm talking about. She said it was spicy. Okay, girl. I'm going to look at it, honey, because I do plan on talking about him tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Hot coffee, where you from? Are you from the United States? Because I'm having a whole live about him tomorrow at 12 o'clock. And it's about the nanny stuff, honey, because apparently he been going on this little dating site looking for free nannies, baby. You hear me? She said, So we are definitely going to be talking about some Justin Dean tomorrow. He didn't got his name back out here, but so wait a minute. I did not know he did a live. But I went out with my husband today, so I really haven't been on internet a lot. I went out. She said, I was waiting for this. Are you in Chicago? Okay, so are you going to be available tomorrow at noon? I'm in, I don't know what time it is in Chicago, but I'm in Texas. Let me see Chicago time. Y'all might be on the same time as us. Yes, we're on the same time. So 12 o'clock your time tomorrow. You're going to have to tune in. And if you at work, just wait till you get off and you can come back. But okay, girl, I gotta listen to this live. I'm about to listen to this joker right here. Yes, I am. I'm gonna listen to this and find out. So did he tell a lie, girl? She said, I think he's through with nannies. This is done. Gave him the flux. Wait a minute. The one that called herself his daddy or the other one? Because the one that called his daddy is going in, baby. She is telling all the business, posting pictures and everything, child. Oh my God. You must know by now that Nigerians are very loyal to their own people. Keep them away from you, especially when you know KO has such a loyal following. Oh wow! So the girl wasn't from Nigeria, was she? She looked the girl looked American to me. The girl he had as a nanny, she sounds American. Let me just say it like that. She sounds American. Somebody said, "Stay strong, Justin. The attacks never stop." Completely made him forget he filed for export. No, she didn't. Did she? Oh yeah, I gotta look at it for real. I got to look at. Oh, she from Haiti? Okay, I thought she was from America. Oh, wait a minute. She said she done unravel them, honey. Is she worse than Cora? Are we about to see a part 1 through 5 of breaking down how he innocent and he been quiet for so long? OMG. She got a rattle. This is about to be interesting. You know what? This came just in time. You know that? Because we need to change the chapter in the book any day go way. So it's time. Listen, I gotta get Jenny on this story too, y'all. Hey, from my talkers, y'all want me to pull Jenny into the story. This would be so fun. Y'all think I should pull Jenny into this story or no? He did a gaslighting lie. Well, you know I can detect gaslighting really good, so I'll be able to detect it. I'm sure gonna look at it. Now, this is the type of stuff that y'all should have sent to my inbox instead of all that other bull crap. But please, guys, if y'all love me, don't send me stuff that people that just want attention is saying about me. You know, the name calling, trust me when I tell you. She said, "More, did you check your Facebook message?" You didn't? Well, no, I didn't check it. I ain't even gonna sit here and say you didn't send it because I ain't even checked it. My husband told me to leave my phone in the car, and that's what I did. Left my damn phone in the car. You hear me? He said, "I need some time and I need you to leave that goddamn phone in the car." So that's what I did. I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. I left my phone in the car. But so I did not answer my phone. I did not check, should I say. I checked it when I got back in the car. I didn't check my messages though, but I didn't check my Facebook messages, but I checked my messages, my text messages. And a few of you guys had texted me and was like, more. Then I was at the movies and then I was like, oh, I can't say nothing, you know. So anyway, she said quiet for 2.5 years. Oh my goodness. But yes, I will definitely look into this. He got court on Wednesday, so he don't have time to be trying to fight Cora and this girl. Oh my God. This is going to be crazy. Yes. So I am going to look into this live. She said, yes, you and Jenny. She said this live was right up there with the live he did when he came out crying saying Cora cheated and was lying. He a whole actor. Oh, this is about to be good. And you know what? I hope she stay on top of his head. You know what I'm saying? Because from what I'm seeing so far, she is not scared of him. You hear me? And I love it because you know what? I like men and like women. I like women that stand up to these narcissistic abusers. You know? Don't let these jokers doggone manipulate you and gaslight you and shut you up. Heck no. Speak your truth. What are you going to do to her? He already kicked her out. But he can't even keep up with his lie. You know what I'm saying? First, he said he fired her because she didn't do her job. Now he's saying she stole something. What the heck did she steal? And if she stole something, why he ain't called the police? He's a liar. He's a liar. You know? And if she stole something, then she the one that put in the notice. If she stole something, why he didn't kick her out before, you know? So anyway, I'll tell Jenny about it. So yeah, let me I am going to look at this live tonight. You hear me? Oh my goodness. And I bet you his flying monkeys is right there saying, I believe that she probably was a horrible nanny. She probably didn't do her job. Now, I did see some things that made me question what type of nanny is she, but we'll talk about that tomorrow, honey, because I just feel like a nanny ain't going to have your child hair matted, running around there all matted. So what type of nanny was she? I'm beginning to think that they was, humping, because why that baby hair wasn't comb? And I'm talking about one comb at all. Like them locks had started matting up. So we got some questions for her too. He says she was a fantastic nanny. Oh, he did? Wait, what? He stopped her Facebook page. She was live today. Wait a minute. What? OMG. He got her page. Oh, Lord, I'm behind, y'all. I'm behind. I am so behind. Oh, my God. So wait a minute. He got her page removed? Oh, where can I find all the updates at? Oh my God, I feel so bad now. So he got her page removed, Rita? Look at all this good tea out here. She came from Tinder. Yeah, I did hear that. She's listening to you and she says she's going to do YouTube. He got whose page removed? The nannies? Or Cora, which one? Girl, let me look at my inbox. Girl, hold on. Who page he got removed? The nannies or Cora's? She wrote on his mirror, call him a Nazi. Cora. He got how? Okay, yeah, I got a lot of catching up to do. Oh my God. How long is this live? Let me see. I told her to come to YouTube. I didn't tell her, but that's good that she's coming to YouTube. She'll make a lot of money on YouTube. A lot of people love Cora, man. And she can come over here and be herself. She'll make money on YouTube. You hear me? Oh. I know he got Junie page removed. I know that. But I didn't know he got hers removed. I told y'all I ain't really been on Facebook. I posted a couple of things and that was it. Okay. All right, y'all. I got to do my homework. We about to dive right back into this dang on crazy old narc over here, honey. Justin been busy, it looks like. So check your messages. I sent you a video. Where did you send it? I'll check it. I thought it was the daughter page that got removed. Yeah, but I see now that Cora went live 10 hours ago and said that he got her page restricted. So she can only receive copies. You can get all the updates about the nanny from King's page. Okay, I'll go to King's page. Thank you, Nika. Or Nico. It's on her YouTube. I don't know. She was very sad today. Okay, I will find out. Yes, girl. Let's get into the tea. Let's get back into the tea. Yes. So I got to look at this video first. And then I will go and listen to what Cora say. But I got to see what Justin is saying. Justin put his foot in his mouth. You got to let a narc talk, honey, because a narc will tell on him or themselves. You know what I mean? So you got to let them talk. So that's probably one of the reasons why he got offline, because he's like, oh, Lord, So, oh my gosh, he's going to put the girls on YouTube as well. Good. Finally. Yes, Cora. That's what I'm talking about, girl. Yes. And he won't be able to do nothing. Yes. I'm loving it. They're going to grow. You hear me? Yes. Kids YouTube, honey. They're going to, it's going to be nice. Yes. Yes. And I'm gonna have my daughters watch them too. I will have not my daughters, but my grandbabies. I will have my grandbabies tune in to them. They'll fall in love with them. I'm sure they will. So, wow. Okay. So I got that video. She wants people to follow the girls. That's fine. I mean, have she already put them on there? Or she's going to. As soon as she dropped the link, I will follow them and have my well, I probably wouldn't follow them because it's not like I'm gonna be watching the girls, but I have granddaughters. I'm about to have 10. I'm about to have 9 granddaughters in January, but right now I have 7. I have 7 granddaughters. 7 granddaughters. So yeah, so thank you for telling me that, because I would not have even checked his page because I thought he was just being silent and just saying little things under the comments like, she stole this or she stole that. So, and he talking about she was a fantastic nanny. Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, y'all, let me get off of here. Listen, thank y'all for being understanding and patient and loving and kind and all that stuff. It's wee hours of the morning, so get y'all some sleep. Let me look at this video, and honey, tomorrow at noon, it is on. We're going to break this all the way down, okay? So I'm looking forward to it. So make sure y'all tell everybody to tune in for tomorrow at 12. We're going to break down all this Cora stuff. We're going to get back into it, see what Justin Dean been doing. All right? She said, I just feel like Cora is fighting her battle by herself and really don't know a lot about how to win this case. She got a lawyer, child. That's what a lawyer for. She don't need to know. She's fine. She got a lawyer. Okay? She has an attorney, and her attorney is going to do what she is paid to do. Trust. All right, you guys, hit that thumbs up button on the way out, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Okay? Make sure y'all chime in. Talk to you later. Love y'all. Bye.